Be you already, yeah.
Yeah.
Said the DM who talks the entire session.
You know what? You got me there. you really got me there. Hello, welcome everybody. We are 2 minutes late because I had to change over everything from their video game stream. I forgot to do that. My bad.
We have to change everything over from your stream when we do it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Our stream.
I never said anything to blame you, so this is just your insecurity showing.
I feel blamed.
Like, 4 of the tags were the same.
So, welcome back. We have Runa back.
Hi!
Yes!
I'm back!
Very good. Oh, can somebody turn on the music after I get this plugged in? Just wait. Just wait. Okay, hit it.
I gave him a wizard hat to wear.
What wizard hat?
The one on your head.
There's a wizard hat on my head?
Yeah.
I don't see
It's
one.
Runa the Dementia.
Alright, we've got our music.
Isaac, I'd let you know that all 3 of us have prepared a one-shot for you. We've emailed you your character sheet.
I check my emails regularly. I do not have any character
You should
sheets.
check it now.
You might want to check
you
your
are a
server.
turtle?
Just a turtle? Like straight turtle?
Just, with turtle stats.
I'm really excited.
The first encounters with the Demogorgon.
Okay. Getting to make friends with the Demogorgon? Let's go.
You have a charisma of 2.
Okay, good. I don't think the Demogorgon would like high charisma people.
But she knows that you used to be a famous wizard before you got true polymorphed.
Okay, I have an interesting backstory to share for us to bond over.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't talk.
It's a Demogorgon. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Nope.
All right. I'm excited for that campaign. Let's get into this one, though. So, last session,
We're so dark.
we... are you guys real dark?
Runa for sure.
Oh, wow. You're very dark.
Are the lights on?
Yep.
Oh.
Who turned out the lights?
I can turn up the exposure a little bit, but it might make you guys jump around a little bit.
Is it dark because the light behind you, or like what's?
No, it's just the exposure.
Dark because of the light.
No, the window, or that window.
No, definitely not. Yeah, okay, you guys aren't jumping around, so I think we're good. Last session we actually stepped away from the regular action, so I will do both recaps. I'm going to start with last session's one-shot. We switched views to Barian's tower while the party was away. We got into the day today of the tower, and of 2 of its residents, Ansem and Ella, apprentices under Barian, who found their morning routine interrupted by Ganelthian failing to do his regular job of getting everybody moving and onto their duties after the breakfast hours are over. They broke into his room after borrowing some lockpicks from Dre's room and managed to find Ganelthion's journal. Breaking the cipher allowed them to read his last message, detailing that his father had tracked him down and that he hoped to one day be able to return to grab the book back. They sent familiars into the home of the night shift guard who saw Ganelthion leave when they thought he wasn't home. It turns out he was home, just sleeping, because he's night shift, and that's how it works. So you guys ceased breaking into his house as he came out, and let you know that Ganelthion had said he was heading to the Mar. You guys went to the Mar, and instead of finding Ganelthion, you found elves searching for him with his portrait in hand. You guys were rescued by Ari, who you found shopping out there, who took you back to the tower but refused to be of any more help than that. And then you guys did manage to follow the guards as they started rushing all to the same location. The people looking for Ganelthion.
The white robes, or
the white-robed elves. As you saw him being brought and almost taken away before, Ella's quick thinking managed to get his father Amokar to follow them to Barian's tower, where they had summoned Barian. Barian failed to convince him to let Ganelthion stay, Amokar insisting that Ganelthion come home to get his proper punishment for running away, but perhaps would return depending on his progress. The students managed to get off without punishment for acting on their own, and even received high praise as long as some heartwarming conversations with their teacher. So that was last session.
You know, Alex told me he died.
Oh, yeah, we told her that. I forgot.
Yeah.
I have no memory of this.
Sorry, Runa, I told you. I told you that.
Someone told me he died.
Who died?
Ganelthion.
I told her that Ganelthion died.
And I wasn't told anything else, and it was said in a serious tone, so I believed it.
I
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
So
forgot
you're
about...
just finding out.
I forgot about that till now.
I thought he was.
That can be
dead.
arranged.
I told her the next day. I forgot on Thursday. I forgot.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so you're all learning something along with Runa if you're new to the show. So
Gnalthion's alive, by the way.
Yeah, he's very
Totally
You
alive.
know what? I'm not sure what to believe.
Totally alive. Not
Believe
a
my
zombie.
recap.
Not a zombie.
You know who did die though? Wednesday.
Yeah, that was whatever.
You guys are liars.
She'll definitely believe you now. You really set that one up to succeed. So, our last session with the regular party began with them facing off against Uthgar, who looked very similar to the man who held back the outsiders somewhat during the invasion of Alakrin. He began to attack the party and lead you back into the town, fearing that he would be attacked by Aethgar with a wide-ranging attack and trying to use the civilians as a shield. He had a mastery over psychic energy, which he used to hurl debris at you with lethal force, and to defend himself. You guys wore him down bit by bit, and Aethgar stepped through space, grabbing onto Uthgar and dragging him off, leaving behind the word that he did not have time for any of this nonsense. The party returned to question their mother, who stated she did not know much about Aethgar or Uthgar, but that Aethgar was their father, and that she had known it would be part of the deal that he would not be around permanently, and was quite happy with the way the relationship went. We had a little bit of time with you guys sitting down for dinner. Had a bit of a mix-up gathering ingredients for said dinner, where Barian managed to anger one of the townskeeper by using magic to try to get it. Much to Big Red's delight, which turned to rage after that same townsperson did not particularly like the giant lava ogre either. Funny how that works. You guys spent the following day around the farm. Barian summoned an entire fort/theme park for the party to enjoy along with their mother. And then we ended with Barian having a heartwarming chat with his mother, who scolded him a bit when she learned that the brothers had initially lost the package she had sent them to Alakrin with. But you could tell it was done with love. So that is where we ended up. Which leaves us with you guys finding your rest at your mother's house, having had a fairly full evening around the theme park there.
Heading home.
Yeah, are you guys spending another night, or are you heading back to Alakrin?
Heading home.
Well, you've got to spend another night, because as per the timeline, you guys are there tomorrow. So you are called away
Let's spend
midday
another night,
by
Barian.
your,
Come on.
students.
Come on. What could be so important?
Sure.
What, are all your students dying again?
Sure, we can spend another night and head home.
Wizards.
I'm sorry, students are fine. What could go wrong? We've been going fine.
Yeah.
The
Gnalthion's fine, I heard.
Right? Yeah, he's probably taking care of everybody, making sure they're getting to work. Right?
Not dead. Who would believe something like that?
All right, yeah, no, we can. Hold on. Yeah, the students are in trouble.
genuinely.
And then as you're talking about that, yeah, the students are in trouble. I'll be back.
See you guys at lunch the next day as you guys wake up. Would have a nice breakfast with your mother, who is probably still working on that. The pigs I think you guys slaughtered the day before. I don't know. It's been 2 weeks. Still eating the
It was a
leftovers.
cow.
From,
It was a
was
cow.
it a cow? Okay, yeah. So
We got
still
a cow haunch.
still working
Bessie.
on it. Right? Yes, yeah. Still working on some of the cow. As you guys have your a lovely breakfast with her. She's fairly quiet and just seems humming to herself. Happy to have you guys there. It kind of drags into an afternoon of just sitting around and chatting. At some point, she sends the brothers out to do chores, which I imagine they go to with reluctance.
We
Before-
to with reluctance.
Coming back in from feeding the animals, and you guys would be in the middle of lunch when Barian would receive his sending and explain to the party that he's going, and take Lorelei with him back to Alakrin.
Yeah, and she returns smearing lipstick off her face.
Yeah.
We return in a couple hours.
Yeah, Big Red like, wait, we might actually be fucked if they don't come back.
We can
Oh, yeah.
walk.
This is both the people who can do the thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We might have to become country farmers.
There are
Ooh.
roads. Roads exist in this world.
It's a,
No,
it's
we're
a-
settled now.
We used to get by with roads just fine.
They're awful.
And then wizards came by and whoa, look, now we have to do everything
No, we're
magically.
settled now. We have
Sorry,
to buy
sorry.
a house.
Can we separate your player and your character, please? That'd be great. Thank you.
Sorry. Wizards are stupid.
Wizards. I was expecting Dre to be worse about it.
Yeah.
If he wasn't my brother, I'd skin him and put him on the wall.
Yeah.
The next one try to say.
No, roads are awful. We buy a house.
Yeah, we'll
Wizard
become
only
dairy
campaign.
farmers.
Why dairy?
Cow is on the mind.
Why?
Why not? We just had cow. for
Beef
breakfast.
farmer.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you can kind of do dairy at the same as they walk back out of existence. Lorelai wiping her cheeks furtively from behind Barian as you guys reappear.
Hello.
Barian a little more somber, having, as far as he can tell, lost Ganelthian for the time being.
Hey, what's up? Did you lose any apprentices?
Hey, come on.
What?
I said there was trouble.
What's the little girl's name?
The little girls?
I have small. Okay, there's only one little girl that we care about in this world.
Eva,
your
and,
student.
Yeah.
Sammy does exist.
Not Ella.
So many little girls in this game.
No, there's literally like 2.
I'm sure my camera is frozen.
Ever. Hey, this is a good pose photo. You're just like happy.
Shit, what's her name?
Arethel.
Arethel.
That means I gotta fix all my settings.
As Dre says that, Baron's head goes down. Arethel passed.
Shucks. All right.
This is not...
You hungry?
Not really.
All right.
We were gonna become cattle farmer.
Alright, let's go do all my camera settings because it doesn't like to keep them permanently.
Alright, stream, while we're doing this, I mean, while he's fixing his mistakes, we'll entertain you with things like...
Hi, Yandu.
Yandu!
Hey, hot babe. It's Yandu. It's the hot babe.
He's a hot mama.
I'm married.
Checking with Z's.
Alright,
He's
that's
got a
enough
fever
color
of
balance.
103. You should see a doctor if you have a fever of 103.
That is true, yeah.
Like, that is...
That
you
is
are
cause for alarm.
Nearing death.
Hello,
like brain
Yandu!
damage.
Also, Megan says hi as well in there. Oh, I've missed so much.
Oh,
Happy
hello?
Wednesday, adventurers.
Megan is my sister.
Yes,
She's
Megan
wonderful.
said they're
Hello,
gaslighting you
hello.
about something. About what? Yandu says M back.
No, we're not. You're crazy.
Had to step away and back. Okay. Good,
Cool.
good. We're back. Okay, we can
Right.
continue the stream, everybody.
All right.
Back.
Oh, wow. Are our cameras working now? Or like,
Yeah, I bunched it. Zir Smash. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
First time chat from Zir Smash. Oh, and a follow a few seconds ago. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Welcome.
yeah, Zir
Welcome.
Smash.
Thank
Zir
you, Yandu.
Smash.
Cams are good.
That's
Yes.
like a barbarian name.
up?
Zir.
Hello. We play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, welcome.
When Isaac stops
It's
having
a
to fix
real
all my
Zir
technology.
Smash.
If we
Zir,
know
zir,
you,
zir,
let us
smash.
know where we know you from. But if not, welcome.
Did they say
Enjoy.
that?
As Barry and I
Yeah.
believe you were in the middle of trying to convince your brother that.
We already passed that.
Okay.
We're
Yeah, make a deception check, 8 charisma.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
You have a plus
Make
8
a make an
to your
insight
charisma.
check, 8 wisdom.
The brothers are perfect for each other.
8 9.
That's an 8.
I got a 7, so a 6.
So you believe me?
Shucks. Anyway,
No, it's not real good. Anyways,
It's Wednesday,
What?
if she believed him, would be mad at you for being blasé, but thinks that you know that he's lying, so wouldn't be. Zir Smash said found you while trolling for awesome D&D streams. Well, you found
well,
Wow,
I'm so
welcome.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, that's cool. I think that's the first time somebody's found us just like
Didn't Mondo
Searching-
King way back in the
actually,
day?
yeah, you know what? Yeah.
and flashbang.
Yeah.
In like recent memory, you're special.
Yeah, most of our viewers come from TikTok.
Yeah, we mostly steal the
Adventure
and other
Football
people's
TVs.
streams.
Yeah,
our-
we get rated.
Our
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
well, no, like people that see us on like when. We have people that watch our Pokemon stream, and then we also have people that I know on Twitch and stuff that have come over.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Now that we're done chronologically placing all
So,
of
We
our
head
people,
home.
Let's go home, shall we?
Yeah, okay. Actually,
as
no,
you guys
can do it.
are.
I can't
Actually,
take
no,
everyone.
I can
no.
do the circle. Yeah, I do the circle.
Okay, as a magic circle is cast upon the ground,
Take
you guys
everyone to
step
Big
through,
Red Home.
finding yourself back in
Tower.
the tower. Yeah, as I'm just deciding whether Big Red follows. He would. This is his way back. That doesn't involve walking.
Yaisel and Kythe are already through.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, and he's looking back towards the house he wants to go burn down. Of the guy who just, oh,
Leave it.
it's too much walking. Oh, and steps through.
Same. I do would burn down.
Yaisel just rolls her eyes. He's like
He
behind
comes in
her.
like a half a minute behind everybody.
It's like the walking, like he's way behind. She's like,
For curiosity, how does one get there normally?
Road.
Which one?
I don't know.
I'll find them now.
One of them. Yeah. You have fun.
What was it called again?
it was called "Don't Go Burn It Down."
Jake-
What the
Jacobsonville?
whole place.
It's called Diddensburg.
Diddensburg.
It's called "Don't Go Burn It Down."
It's a bad name.
Not going to
It's kind of
burn the whole
asking.
town down.
Man,
The
if we grew up
building,
and don't burn it down,
down.
we
Deserves
would,
it.
it would not
Yeah,
be
but you'll be
standing
cutting
today.
off a lot of those people from the food that he provides.
Oh, should have
He
thought
doesn't
of that
provide
before was
food, he
an
just
asshole.
sort of centralizes the food.
See? No problem.
Very-
Centralizes
You
it.
guys are murderers.
We're at the tower now.
What is that?
Barion's gonna turn and
You guys get back to the tower, and
Please
it's a bit of a
explain it to
different
me.
atmosphere than you're used to. Like, usually you can hear the students fairly boisterously working on things and around. It's a lot more quiet and reserved than you're used to the tower being.
Goodell. I mean, Ella.
Head pokes out. Yes?
Any news or any mail while I was gone?
No?
Alright. Anything that I need to know about?
Nothing.
How
since-
long
I
has
know,
it
love
been
the new
since?
hair, by the way.
So it was like one day?
Since you guys have been gone?
They left and then came back the same day and
No.
then
Yes.
they left the next morning or something?
No, so it was the next morning. In the afternoon, they went back, came back, got you guys, and went back again.
That's a lot of spell slots.
Yeah.
Is that enough spell slots?
Yeah, that's more
Yeah,
than enough. It's
it-
teleportation circle.
It's one
for-
teleportation and 2 circles.
Okay.
So
Thanks, Dandy. My hair's pretty nice.
Just metagaming wizards because I like making their life
It's
difficult.
it's no longer green.
Sure.
It's actually
Yeah.
black.
yes, yeah, it came out full black.
I mean, I wouldn't get to get it done.
Yeah, yeah, you'd probably be asking for your money back if it didn't.
You can. I have infinite bullets.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so many bullets.
You're a bullet.
Ella, well, if you got a minute, we can talk later. I have a couple things I need to go over with you.
Sure, I guess.
All right, thanks.
She'll head back upstairs with some trepidation on her face.
Barian will walk with you guys, but he's not like telling you to leave, but he's not making it open that he like wants people there. He's not like throwing out invites.
Hey, so I think we should get on with our day.
Oh, good point. I have a few things I have to do.
Kitchen probably needs cleaning as well.
You guys should go and make sure your house is still intact.
I'm gonna get some flowers and then go.
Right, you want to come back for dinner?
Sure.
I'll have something made for everybody. It's, you guys wouldn't know what it's from, but hear a collective sigh from the kitchen as Wednesday starts making her way back over.
Oh, can I punish them?
For what?
I'm sure they've done something wrong.
Punish who?
The kitchen staff.
Of course not.
Come on, you're gonna yell at them for something, right?
Maybe we'll see. Not usually. They're pretty good.
No.
You're right.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Why? I hate yelling at people.
Why?
Because it's so stressful.
It's such like the opposite of how my whole life's been. It's amazing.
Trauma.
Alright, well, anyways, I'm gonna get the cleaning. I'll have dinner ready.
Alright.
And no, you can't yell at nobody.
All right. Well, if you
This
ever
might be something to
Look.
talk about later.
if you ever need me to step in for you, I always will.
I know that.
All right. I'm gonna go to a bakery.
Sure. Don't fill up that home kid. It's not a real bakery. And she heads into the kitchen.
Hey, we sell quality products at discount prices.
All right, Dre. Let me know if you have any civilians that need murdered.
You got it.
Barian will head upstairs, and you just hear, Ella.
Coming as you take Ella aside and start kind of like priming her on what she's gonna need if she's gonna like fill in for Ganelthian.
Well, and I'm gonna first tell her. I was wondering if you would be willing to step into some responsibility.
What sort of responsibility?
Well, I don't have a head boy or head girl. I don't call that position, but obviously I had Ganelthion doing some things and helping out. I think that you know, are responsible and have some talent. I was wondering if you'd be willing to step up and help out as my assistant.
I can try. I'm not as personable as Ganelthian was.
Personable doesn't mean that someone doesn't have to be kind and helpful, and personable has nothing to do with ability. I believe in you, and I think you can do it. If I
Alright.
didn't, I wouldn't have asked you.
All right. I'll do it.
All right, and I'll give her like a list of things. I'll need some help with some of the stuff that I'm doing, but also like, you know, if you need any extra stuff or any experiments or anything, let me know.
Oh, yeah. As long as... Don't give me a key or something. I would hate if Sindri copied it.
Good point. The places that you'll need to be able to get into, you'll be able to just get into with your presence. We don't really have keys in here.
So
Okay.
They would know that, like, all of the, like, where they can go, they can just open the doors. Where they can't go, the doors don't open.
Yeah.
For them. All right.
All right, let me get a notebook and you can run me that again so I can write it down. And she'll head off and come back and take notes as a second time through the conversation as you get her set up for that.
Yeah.
As I imagine you're heading back to your home.
I pick up flowers though.
You find some lovely blue and white flowers on the way.
Yeah.
As you come up to the door, you can feel the like nerves starting to come up as you approach, not knowing what's waiting for you inside. With
empty.
your mom having been alone with two of your most trusted mercenaries for like a week or 3.
3 dragonborns, 1 house.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just their corpses on the wall in 3
Just-
pieces
there's,
each.
There's like Gelid like leaned over. You can tell she's been eviscerated. She's already cold.
Oh.
Frick, what's it? Mayakar's nailed to the wall, and you can see where your mom like fell to loss of blood after having finished off Gelid.
It's Yaisel's mind.
Yeah. As you open the door to a bit of a mess. Nothing extreme, but you can immediately smell from the kitchen that something has been sitting out for a while. You can see there's kind of bowls and cups sort of like stacked up around there. It's not like overflowing, but people have not been like keeping up on
Really?
keeping it clean. Yeah.
3 people in a house.
You imagine, you don't have cleaners?
So there's the stuff kind of stacked up there. You can see like the occasional like kebab just kind of discarded like on the ground or on a counter somewhere that's been eaten, but you can see the
I
thing from
hate
it.
this. They didn't even take care of the house.
It's not like it's been cleaned since you've been here.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're keeping it to the usual standard of clean that you have. Like, they're letting it, like, get away from them, and then obviously going and cleaning it. It's, like, not all of it is 3 weeks old or something like that, right?
You just see a loaf of bread on the counter that's just, like, looks like there's just been chunks ripped off of it, and there's crumbs everywhere.
Yaisel's tail.
Crumbs tumble
Just flicking
off the
away.
mountainside of bread.
As you come in...
Oh, the worst. Someone has made Caesar salad, and it's been left on the counter unrefrigerated, and it's about a day and a half old.
No.
Limp leaves,
Not
man.
quite like that. You come in, you can see my car is nowhere to be found. Gelid is sitting reading a book, which is not something you've seen Gelid doing before. She's got like her brow furrowed as she's going through this book. It looks like one of Barion's romance novels.
That's Fallon. You're really intermingling these
Fallon,
characters.
yeah.
Fallon is a character
No,
from
I
our
thought
Saturday.
you were doing novels as well.
Barion is not the smut
No,
guy.
Barion... Okay.
Fallon is the smut.
No, it's not a smut book. It's like a romance novel.
That's Fallon.
Oh, okay.
Barion
Jeez.
doesn't. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, it looks like a romance novel.
Yeah.
From any number of locations it could have come
from a bookstore of any kind.
Can I look at like my shelf, or because is there a shelf? in the
You've had
room?
some books like put in. Yeah, it's.
Like, does it look like there's a spot?
There's a spot where a book
Yeah.
would go. Yeah.
Yeah.
She pulled something. You don't even know what's on your shelf. She pulled one of the books
Yeah.
you had put in for decoration.
Big Red's a romance novel fan.
Yeah. She seems to be reading away, and you can hear a clacking coming from the sort of like sitting room area. And a lean in, you will see Lazuli sitting there and seems to be knitting.
So they've left a mess, and now I'm coming to them sitting there
Step in.
relaxing.
Yeah. They're chilling out. Oh, you're back.
I saw the kitchen.
Yes. I'm sorry. I can go clean it.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Of course.
And, like, she's like, you can see her doing. She's like,
She gets up. They haven't been the most helpful as she like puts down the thing she's knitting and
yeah.
goes over and you see her start taking dishes and she's just like staring at Gelid as she does it and Gelid and stands up and comes over and starts grabbing dishes.
She'll like, I'm going upstairs. She's gonna take Type up to settle him.
As you hear big footsteps coming in like a little bit behind you with the like bags you guys have kind of. Oh, it's worse than my house! Ah!
Shut up!
Comes in, drops bags on the floor just in the entryway.
Red.
What?
They need to go upstairs.
Okay, but you unpack them.
I'll unpack, you bring them up.
Okay. As he picks them back up. Because I am big and strong. Going up.
Yeah. It's
She's-
just,
You're like, normally you'd let him like revel in it. You're a little too annoyed at the current mess of the situation. Like, come on upstairs, big red. As you hear a thump of them getting dropped up in the bedroom.
whatever. She's gonna go put Typh down.
Okay, you go put him
Some,
down. Big Red comes in. Okay, look, hammer, as he picks him out of the crib you've just put him down and then like drops him next to the big forging hammer that you guys have in
Yes.
the baby's room.
Yeah, so that's just like,
Just twitching away on the side there.
great. She's gonna close the door behind them and go to the room.
As you're left in the room with the bags. Again,
She's
unpacking.
gonna look at them and be like, yeah, I'm packing. No, I'm just gonna go lay down.
You criminal! You criminal, you getting mad at other people being messy and not unpacking your bag. Okay. You go and lay down with an exhausted sigh in the bed. As things go, it could have been much worse compared to your vision of the future.
It's like she's laying there stressed, but she's also like,
No
okay,
blood.
at least I can lay down.
You're like, only my car unaccounted for.
Only when.
As you have a lay down there. Is anybody getting up to anything immediately with their evening? It's into the afternoon already.
Or let's go grab a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
2 bottles of wine, yeah.
And then head over to the inn. Are you still staying at?
Okay. You make your way over to the inn and open the door. You can see the familiar dwarf who's been mistrustful of you a few times behind the counter, but at this point just nods as you make your way up. As you knock on Ari's door. And you would receive a reply. A moment.
Open the door anyway.
As you open the door, and she's there with a towel in her hair, like up, and she like pulls the covers up like from beside her. Oh, drops them. She's there just drying.
Hands her a bottle.
Oh, thank you. Sets it in on her like underneath her nightstand there. I've done enough drinking last evening that I don't think I'll be having any wine tonight.
Are you okay? Insight check. Hmm. 26.
Oh yeah.
Wow, what did you
can't
roll,
get
a
much
2?
with a 26. No, she seems fine. She like you'd guess hungover. Maybe as she
Okay.
turns to you and confirms immediately. Yes, Tavani did a little overindulging last night, and I seem to be the one paying for it.
Need a massage?
That sounds lovely. Let me dry my hair.
Thaumaturgy.
Never do that again.
Her hair's just like...
I will be going back to the bath to start over.
That's fine.
Don't you dare.
Takes the towel, picks it up for where it's been blown off, and like wraps it around her.
Pouts a little.
She walks out, and you can hear her humming, "Oh, cold bath water, I can't wait." As you hear a splash of her dunking her head a few minutes.
Well, I just kind of dejectedly sits on the bed and swings her legs. Like,
As the door opens and her face is wet, her hair is wet, the rest of her is all towel still as she
dunked her head.
takes it off and wraps her hair. Yeah, this wraps her hair again with the towel.
kind of looks like a
Looks
wizard
at
hat,
you.
actually, with the way that you wrap
It's
the towel.
yeah, I mean, with the hair getting magicked and then washed, it just all comes out as a wizard hat. That's
Yeah.
how they make them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she puts the towel up and glares at you like, "Not again."
What if I do?
Well, then you'll have to find somewhere else to spend your evening. And I was just recovered enough from my hangover that I was thinking of letting you stay if you were ever so polite.
Fine.
Good. And she finishes drying her hair and pulls the towel off. And then we'll go beside you and lay out on the bed and just look at you and like motion towards her back.
As And they'll just chat.
Okay, yeah. You guys have an evening of you just like kind of digging in and massaging, and she almost like purrs at some of the spots and gets to dig in deeper as you're just chatting with her. She's as
I know it's very
disinterested
relaxing.
as you would expect to hear about the brothers' escapades and other things, but she listens along as you're telling her about what happened, and she tells you a bit about her evening with Jess and them going out and drinking and having a good time, and she's nervous that things might be like kind of bubbling a little bit under the surface and is trying to pick away at it if she can.
Yeah. So you want to move in together? There's like...
Pardon? You don't ambush somebody in the middle of a back rub with something like that.
Probably the best time.
How am I supposed to refuse you? You're literally servicing me.
Well, it's kind of the plan.
Alright, get off my back so we can talk properly.
Like sits up.
She will roll over to be facing you and looks up at you and stops staring and covers her chest. Maybe start over with... Where is this coming from?
I don't know, that whole town was so domestic, and I never really liked you staying in somewhere so temporary, and it's been a long time, and...
I've been quite assured that it need not be temporary if I keep paying for my room.
I don't know, like... Just want to settle down a little, and
It's so domestic. I spent a lot of time, the complete opposite of thinking about being domestic with you, that I somehow failed to expect this. I feel like I shouldn't answer. The back rub is still in effect, and I might do something unadvantageous for myself. That being said, that's a rather cold and calculating way to reply to somebody asking you to move in with them.
I didn't want to say anything, but...
Can I think about it?
Sure, Yeah, that's fine, of course.
Now you're all pouty. Fine, let's do it.
Really?
Don't ask me twice.
I'll take it.
It is nice when you smile
It's not
like
a,
that
it's not
after
a
I say
high
yes to
contract.
things.
It's not like binding. You don't have to be like afraid to agree to something.
I suppose you're right. I do rather jump towards that conclusion given the people I have spent time with, specifically hags.
So yeah, I was thinking like we could go walk around the clones and see if there's any more nice.
Gods no, I'm not living in a clone.
Or where would you wanna?
Somewhere in the Underrun at least.
Wouldn't that kind of go against like? I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a part of all that. It feels very like I'm turning my back on where I came from.
You're not. You might turn your bed, but mostly for sunlight measures. Lorelei, I'm wealthy. Lorelei, you're wealthy. And the Inner Run has comforts. And security. And if you're insistent on us raising children, probably a better location for the brats. I will probably have to train myself out of calling them that if they're going to be our brats.
Well, we'll look at both.
Right.
It's nicer than you think.
I'm certain that is at least partially correct.
And maybe the Inner Run isn't as bad as I think.
Why don't we just buy 2 houses?
That seems like more of a step in the wrong direction. I
Well,
don't
then
wanna...
you can have your home in the clones like you want and be as close to the Outer Run as you want whenever you want, and we have a nice place to retreat to should we ever need to. Or should I ever coax you away from your modesty?
we'll leave that as an option, I guess. I mean,
Excellent. You look in the clones, I'll look in the inner realm.
no, we have to look at both together.
You have your temple. You don't need a house in the clones.
I want a house in the clones. The voice in my head. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right, together then. Start in a few weeks.
Yeah, sure. I'm not picky.
Good, good.
Lesbians.
Insight check if she's gonna like bolt.
Okay.
Like
yeah, go
I don't
ahead.
know, just
Yeah, roll me another insight check for this one.
yeah,
Very,
just
very
like an
different
itch
circumstance.
in the back of my head. Like I might be pushing too far, and she's gonna panic and all over again.
Why would you think she would do that?
I don't know. That seems weird.
That's never happened in the history
28.
of this relationship.
What, you roll a 4?
I
Definitely
get to roll above a 10.
some panic there. And it's like you'd have a pretty good sense of the mix of it. You're not seeing like the type of fear that you think she's gonna bolt, but she's very much being confronted with all of her issues. Like all of the feelings that come with this relationship are being like driven up in like this is becoming permanent. And almost as strong as I'm gonna have to live like a poor person. There's like equal measures of very different fear there. But you don't have any sense that she's gonna flee the moment you turn.
Right.
And you'd even have a sense of like, there's like some monologue going on inside of like, this is how we learn to deal with this. Like, there's a bit maturity there that wasn't the last time your guys' relationship got serious.
Good. Good.
All right. As
Okay.
she rolls back
Yeah.
over, so you continue your back
Yeah.
row. She
Yeah,
is
but
noticeably more
left.
tense.
Yeah.
As you are kneading into her back, like this were I'd softened these up a minute ago.
Come on.
As you while your evening away talking to her, she seems a little lost in thought during it, but holds decent conversation either way.
And somehow 2 bottles of wine survive a night in the Lorelei.
Nope, no, they get opened.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
After that question.
I thought you said you weren't drinking. I did say that, didn't I? Don't bring it up again. Pours a glass for both of
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I think we need an intervention.
Yeah, probably.
Wouldn't be uncalled for.
Yeah, it's definitely a little too much of a coping mechanism.
We've noticed that, you drink too much. No, don't say it like that.
What happened to your voice? Why did you get so manly? As, okay. Evening falls.
Yeah.
You all head
Dre
to
was
rest.
going to check in with the bakery if we have time.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yeah. If you head over to your bakery.
It's a legitimate
for
business.
our new for our new viewer, read Thieve Hideout or Syndicate Hideout.
Read bakery with benefits.
Nobody's baking right now. All of the people who you had punished with baking are back to thieving.
Isn't Jasmine baking?
No, Jasmine doesn't just hang around. Jasmine is a very busy person. She comes by once a day.
I thought she was
maybe.
just like our showgirl now.
Oh
Once in a
no.
blue
God damn it.
Jasmine comes and goes.
I thought she
usually
was
fairly
a
secretly.
gift.
She also has this very annoying habit of sneaking up on you, which is like she just kind of ghosts into the building and she's like, I'm here for our going overs. She rolls out a scroll for the day's time. Are you going to do that every time?
Until you stop sneaking up on me.
I'm not sneaking.
Sneak.
I'm not sneaking.
I
I'm
merely
walking
walk
with
quietly.
I'm walking with style.
Right, so, what are your plans then?
I don't know.
Well, you have the market that you have made moves towards. I imagine they are aware of these moves.
I mean, yeah, they got Tethel
Precisely.
kidnapped or whatever.
So, perhaps more moves in this direction will be more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Something to either handle personally or take a new tact.
Like how personally?
The most personally.
That's crazy.
You will need a new face if you wish to do this method, or you could treat it like an investment.
Oh,
After all,
also,
you're dealing with business
Lorelei refuses to allow me to take direction from you until you and her have a chat.
people. I had no plan on giving you direction, merely guidance.
Well, that's what I said, but She's obviously just pointing you in whatever direction that she wants to point me in, so...
Perhaps. I will have to speak with her.
Yeah.
First, maybe I give you this advice. You do your best not to take it. Tomorrow I will come speak with her.
That seems fine, yeah. I'm sure
If she
there's no
can
problem
be
with that.
here tomorrow,
Oh no, she's busy.
then
Well, she might not be tomorrow. I don't know what she does.
if you can have her here tomorrow for our meeting, we will be able to get more done.
Deal.
As I was saying, perhaps you could treat the market like an investment. I think the business people there that you are trying to deal with would have more understanding for this method.
We pay them all?
A little blunt. Why do you think they are so unwilling to switch from the Thieves Guild?
Because they're being paid
Of a sort, but not with monies.
with, like, blackmail?
I doubt it. People of that sort of status are difficult to blackmail, and there are too many of them. You've done the operation before. You smuggle goods into the city.
Yeah.
So, the reason they do not turn on the Thieves Guild is they have a relationship they can trust with him. Steady supply of goods, which makes them coin.
Okay.
So the only way to beat out the Thieves Guild and make relationships is to also be reliable and cost effective, which, at the beginning of an operation, requires investment.
Alright. Sure, so we pay them and then they trust us.
As long as the coin is not direct, perhaps a more subtle approach would be we smuggle goods into the city for their benefit. We take some off the price, take a loss on our side on them, establish us as a trustworthy partner with the shows of good faith, and have room to negotiate for the market. If we can prove more valuable than the Thieves Guild. Cookies have arrived. That's why my face did that. That was involuntary.
No, it's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought in cookies.
Sorry, this is a private conversation. Oh, I was doing some baking. One of your guys sets them down and steps back out of the room.
I knew they were baking.
What? Oh yeah, whatever you were saying, it's probably smart.
Again, I will talk to Lorelei tomorrow, see if we can straighten out this business.
Sure, yeah.
I can trust you to bring her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she listens to me, so.
You can't do this to me. I'm trying to run a game.
We'll get pause for a minute or two. Deal with this.
We'll get through this conversation. As she nods a little and quietly stands up and makes her way out. Okay, now I want cookies. Yeah.
Okay, so
the
let's-
conversation's closed. Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus
Please,
Christ.
Brody. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, if anybody has not noticed, I'm very food motivated. My players will frequently bribe me. I used to run at a board game cafe that had killer carrot cake, and there was a couple of tight situations where they were like, "Can I have advantage?" I was like, "Absolutely not." They're like, "If I call for a carrot
Nuts or
cake," I was like,
chocolate?
"Advantage is yours."
Coconut.
Coconut.
No thanks.
Can you? Is coconut a no-go for you as well?
I think it's fine. I just don't tend to like it.
Alright.
Oh, I'm okay, bro.
They're so
Thanks, man.
good. Oh man,
They don't have the carrot cake anymore.
I love.
What kind of cookies are they?
They don't have the carrot cake.
They have cheesecake.
Even better.
Fuck the carrot cake!
Carrot cake.
No, like cheesecake and carrot cake live in two separate towns for me.
Yes,
they're
but
both
I love
delicious,
both
and
of
they're
them.
yeah, but
And
the
I
carrot
like
cake was
cheesecake
fucking
more.
bomb.
Yeah, that, as long as it's just as good. Okay. As that finishes out your conversation with Jasmine, is there any other checking up you want to do on your?
I mean, we've done the stuff in downtime, so I know what's happened. But he would like check in with Tethel on like, hey, you're doing great. I assume there's no other guy doing about as good as you.
Yeah, you would get the report. Tethel would bring in your like
Kind of like at the
weekly
bottom,
report.
like the other guy who's doing real good.
No, Tethel's not trying to hide him or stifle him at all. He's right there up, and he performed best this month. We both know next month Tethel will start taking the lead back from him. But yeah, no, he's gives you the report faithfully, and
Who made these cookies?
I'm assuming Brody bought them.
it was Bogart, I think.
Oh,
They're in character cookies. Yeah, look, I'm tying real world into it.
I think it was Bogart.
Plus, he should work next month here.
I don't think he wants to.
Well, someone needs to. This has to be an actual... Do we hire bakers?
We hired some for during the day. One. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
meant to do.
Can we trust them?
Yes.
How do we know that?
They're
have their
a
wife
family
and
member
kids.
of one of our members, so
Oh.
they just it gives them something to do.
Oh, cool. So it's like leverage on that guy, too.
I suppose for now it's income for him and his family,
Cool. Okay.
but I suppose his wife is close.
Yeah, if anyone
I
else
mean,
is-
I picked someone we trusted in the first place.
Yeah, I trust you. I trust you. But if there's any other, like, trusted, loved family members that we can, like, employ...
Well, we don't want to be too busy. I mean, if we do too much business, it becomes hard to operate.
That's true. But I do want... You know, but I want my name associated with quality.
I don't think you should have your name associated with the front for the hideout. And the less people who know that you're involved with this, the better.
Or take my name off the sign, then.
You put your name on the...
I bought a bakery. Why would I not...
How have I missed that every time I bought... Yes, I'm going to...
Fine. God.
Here's your report.
It says
As the door closes... Bogart! No, put the... Yeah, let it burn. Grab the tools.
It says Evandrea's elusive bakery.
Two little thieves,
You
like,
immediately-
taking bread.
You immediately are hammering and the sound of wood being torn off the front of your building.
The Baker's Front by Evandrel.
Capital, like, front row bakery, Evandrel.
Yeah.
Front row foods.
Front. Oh my goodness.
Just the crust.
I really want a business that's a front that has front in the name in, like, bold
Yeah.
letters. Oh, yes. I have a really good crime city that would be great, where they're, like, not afraid of the law, and they do it just to piss off the guards, like, it's in the name because
Yeah.
you can't touch us anyways. Oh,
Uh,
that exists now.
what time is it?
Like 7. Maybe getting towards 8.
Okay, I want to grab two just regular dudes from my,
Thugs?
yeah, just two
Yeah, yeah.
thugs.
Okay.
The sneakier thugs I can wrangle.
Yeah, none of them, but yeah, you find 2 thugs.
Alright, I hand them 2 flasks that I grabbed, like, 4 weeks ago. Not in-game, but out-of-game, like, 4 weeks ago, before our vacation. That was when Barian yelled at me and took my armor away.
Ah, yeah.
I give them the 2 flasks of the ale from the, board.
Bedenbor?
Yeah, the Bedenbor.
Okay.
And, say...
Wait, where did you get this ale from?
I just grabbed it. I'm sneaky. I mean, we could roll a check
okay,
for it
no,
if you
I was
want.
just...
I grabbed it a while ago.
You snuck in and stole some. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright. You two have the pleasure of joining the Thieves Guild. Congratulations.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
So,
I don't speak the cant,
well, who does?
don't you?
I do. Yeah, I need other people.
I think, isn't that like the Thieves Guild thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
not that hard to learn.
sure.
Does anyone in
You
my
got it, boss.
does anyone in my guild know Thieves Camp?
You'd be able to find a smarter person. Not all of us people are idiots.
Yeah, there's like maybe 3, Tethel included.
Okay. Are the other 2 important?
One of them's new and not like actually like directly related. He started doing work in the area and giving you guys like a cut, and so they've just kind of been treating him as part of the crew. And then the other one is not of any importance. They just happen to know they can't. They're older. They've been around for a while longer
Okay.
than most.
Ugh.
As they like tentatively like hand the vials back to you.
Thanks so much, guys. Keep up the good work.
Sorry, boss.
Yeah. Let's go steal something or be useful.
Yeah, got it. Let's say like beat a hasty retreat.
So yeah, I don't know. Like if I have to get Tethel to teach someone, I just need like 2.
Yeah, so you've got
unknown,
the one person.
like
You've got the one person
Yeah.
who knows it, and then you've got the other one who's not like quite fully associated with your group. He's kind of a free agent who's like acting under your banner in the neighborhood.
You trustworthy?
Are you talking to Tethel about this?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trustworthy. I mean, he's paid on time in a reasonable amount, so...
Yeah, well, I'm worried I'm trying to make, like, a double agent thing happen here, and it feels like a bad idea to put a double agent who's not actually mine.
That's your call, boss.
Alright.
I can
How long would
get
it
'em
take
you
to
if you
teach
want.
someone can't?
Oh, depends how good they are, but
They just
close
need
to
to
a
be able
year?
to figure out where the Thieves Guild is on their own. So
half a year.
God. Alright, we'll just... I'm gonna get one of the two guys who I asked earlier, and the old guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you follow him around, he's gonna find the Thieves Guild, you guys are now... You've been working together, you love each other. It's beautiful.
Like that way.
What are your names?
boss?
Well, sure, I don't know. It's your story, make it up.
Okay. They're like looking at each other, and the one like nudges him. Fucking nudge me. What was it?
I swear to God.
I'm Klein. Adolf.
Client, and how do you spell that?
Klein is Cline,
Yeah.
and Adolf is E. Where to go? Eadulf.
Eadulf. Alright, you two are now working together. You're gonna ask around. You guys want to join the Thieves Guild? It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Gonna be great.
Alright, go.
You got it, boss. Let's stay like another hasty retreat. I was like, yeah, they're definitely scared of you. As they're like trying to get out of that like room and out of your attention as
He's
quickly
just
as
like
possible.
slowly getting more agitated by all
They
the...
walk out of the room, just a flash in their eyes.
Okay, you're anything else you're doing while you're there?
No, I'll just wait for them to get back to me.
Okay. So you all find your rest at that.
Dre would find something though.
Okay.
One
yeah.
of his guys would approach him with reports that someone from a local bar has heard that Hathan Lathir had managed to make contact with the butcher.
Okay, where did he get this information from?
Just from a rumor from someone at the bar heard it and had been like, no, I heard this. Someone had said, and is passing it like I thought you should know.
Okay.
Wait,
And
so...
that he has new stories and
where is he?
Yeah,
Where
apparently
did he
there's-
meet?
there's new
When?
stories.
I don't know. I just heard it.
It's great.
Wait, you heard it too?
No,
No, I'm telling him, get out!
Sorry, this is out of character.
Dre probably picks Dan. At least
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Fuck. The other guy leaves.
Get
You're
the fuck
left.
out of here.
Sorry. Glares at the other guy, but shuts the door.
What's going on?
Who are you talking
I'm talking to whoever is talking
You're
to
playing
me.
right now, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look. I just heard a couple of guys talking at the bar. And I heard them talk about that Hathan Lathir dude.
Which bar?
Oh,
It'll be up and give the bar. Okay, got it.
yeah, that one.
The Iron Horseshoe Bar.
So, every bar in the city
Yeah,
now has
yeah.
heard of it and is heard there.
So Hathan is here?
No. They just said that because remember when we heard he was going to, his shows were done and he was going on a journey to meet the butcher.
Yeah.
We just heard that he found him.
Who?
What?
Who?
Hathan,
I know Hathan, but who did he meet?
the butcher of Alakran.
But who could that be?
I have no idea, Dre.
All right.
A terrifying, murderous cannibal.
Oh, I'm sure he's not that bad.
Have you heard the stories?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
I'm
drinking
aware.
song is tolerable,
Hmm.
but the non-drinking song. My wife left the bar.
She's gonna say he left you. I was so afraid for your well-being. Anyway, thanks. And leaves.
Steps out.
Just-
You all find your rest.
They also.
He's gone. It's too late.
No. I'm not done. They think that.
But he's gone. It's too late.
you run after
He
me?
left.
I wasn't done talking. Am I?
You can chase after if you want, but this would be one of his people chase after him.
Sure, like go for it.
Yeah.
No, Dre ran away. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
I was in the middle of a conversation, so I don't know why that happened. I wasn't.
Well, it was just, he said to you like, "Oh, great, I feared for your thing," and then Dre leaves.
All right, moving on.
Okay, you all find your rest. I feel like a broken record. Dre, I need you to make a perception check with disadvantage. If you sleep with the shield, you may use that as well.
What do you mean sleep with?
Just saying,
If
we
it's
will
not
have
on
to
your
role
person.
play you
I've made love with the
Convincing.
shield. Does that count?
convincing Wednesday
let's
for
be
this
honest.
one.
His shield's not in his bed. Come on. Like,
Yeah, I would love to see this conversation role played out with Wednesday.
Come on, Wednesday. Like it's just protection's
Say
important.
one more thing, Dre, and find out where you sleep.
The plan was here.
Right? So you're here, and it's over there. It's not even that far, it's just the corner.
Okay, can we at least turn around? Like the eye on the front creeps me out.
Sure, I don't care which way it's facing. It's just not sleeping with us in the bed.
All right.
first the armor, now the shield.
Protection was so important when we met.
That's always been important to you. I'm used to living on the street, not being protected.
What do you get advantage for?
I got disadvantage.
Oh, sheesh.
15.
Okay.
Why do you get disadvantage?
So I was asleep.
Oh, yeah.
As you come to wake later than normal, and you can feel it, you feel like groggy, your chest is heavy, there's this like awful taste in your mouth, and you find yourself like coughing as you're in this bleary, like half awake as you come up, and you're like chewing on your tongue a little bit as the coughs kind of rack up. And you go to like feel the covers, and you can feel them move, like you can feel the weight of them, but there's no like sensation on your hands as you throw them off of you. You manage to crack your eyes open. The sun is pouring through the curtain as best it can, as it's a little later in the day, and you look down and you can see your hands, but you can't feel them. They're just like completely numb, and there's no like tingling like they've gone to sleep. Like there's just no feeling.
Wendy?
You look over at a very passed out Wednesday who occasionally gives out a like a cough that seems to get like choked out.
Numbly like smacked her face with the back of my hand.
You can see
Wake
her
up.
start to like move and
Wake
like
up.
roll, and there's more like racking coughs that come out of her, and you just got this awful taste in your mouth. You're like everything feels swollen. You keep like coughing as well, as eventually manage to rouse her, and she I feel awful.
What happened?
I don't know.
Marion,
Maybe food poisoning?
it's never that simple. Marion!
What are you doing with your hands? She's like fighting to get out of bed and like stumbles a bit as she stands up.
Yeah.
What
he's
time is
gonna-
it?
Try and
It's
get a hold of Barry.
like 10 or 11.
Okay, Brandon will be up.
Marion!
Door opens.
What?
You can hear like a choked like calling for you.
Will be in his head.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's not choked at all. You hear
Oh my god.
your
What's up?
brother's voice in your head.
What's up?
I feel bad. Wednesday feels bad.
Are like a flu?
Like, suspicious.
Oh, hold on.
Did you
Just
drug
to
me
be
again?
clear, Isaac, the windows all in my tower have bars
Yep.
and then shutters. Okay, just
Okay.
okay. I go to the door. I don't feel anything, right?
No, you don't feel anything. You open it. You can make a perception check as you step in. I'd also allow a survival.
I will do perception because it doesn't matter.
Very well.
15.
Ooh, 22.
Okay. There's a bit of a weird smell in the air as you come in, and you also notice something glinting like silver on their bed as you come in, and you can see them kind of like propping themselves up as they look a little weakened.
I'm gonna don't move. I'm gonna inspect the thing on the bed.
Okay. You come over carefully and pull back the sheet, worried that there might be something untowards. You see it's a card laid like face down on the bed. It's large and it glints with silver metallic
I
color.
take out a dagger and flip it over.
You carefully flick it over, and on the front of it, as it flips up, you can see on the middle card stamped in intricate work is a silver jack, diamonds in the corner of the card, but the jack seems to be clockwork, wearing the familiar hood of the hooded jacks.
And do we know who the Jack of Diamonds is?
Barrick is the Jack of Diamonds, but his card does not have a clockwork jack on it. This is the first time you've seen this card before.
Hey, Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Got your gloves?
We check for gloves.
Can't feel your hands. You bring your wrist over and pull, and it catches on nothing.
How?
Something I would like to know.
Well, I think we should pay someone a visit then.
Why not? I'm going to, this is like the reason Barian put all of the security in place was because of the fears of this. Remember how I was talking about the magic and stuff that people can do? This terrifies Barian.
Okay.
They evaded illusion magic. They evaded guards and wards. He's inspecting all of the defenses.
You look, none of your magic has been dispelled on anything. It is all perfectly intact.
Yeah, we should probably go have a conversation.
Maybe not today.
No. Sending to Lorelei. Dre and Wednesday are very sick.
What? That's all you get back.
They're still asleep. They fucking would be.
It would be like, we need you, Dre and Wednesday are very sick. Someone broke into the tower.
On my way.
I suppose it's time to get up.
You can sleep.
Struts. It's, judging by the sun, late enough. Oh god, 2 days in a row.
Lesser restoration.
Thank you.
I started doing some research.
Okay.
At my place and the tower.
Alright.
About the only thing that Barian can think of is ethereal travel and how to stop ghosts or ethereal beings.
Okay. Yeah, you can start looking into that. As Lorelei would get to the tower, Barian buried in a book. I saw the bees, I love it. Barian buried in a book.
Yeah, Barian buried in his big blue bird book.
Yeah, that's even better.
Alright.
He's in his room.
Right, she'll just go up. Knock on the door politely.
Wednesday opens it. Morning.
How does she look?
She looks sick, like flu. Like flu would be a good thing. She's not no stomach pain or anything, but yeah, she looks wiped.
Alright.
Oh, Lorelei, could
Yeah.
be poison. Check the smell in the room as well.
I don't know what poison smells like.
I don't know, but maybe it's something else. Check the smell in the room.
Alright, I check the smell in the room.
Okay. You smell the smell in the room. Make a medicine check.
Then I point out the card.
I don't know too much about that. It's a 15.
15? Yeah, you
I'm
smell...
going to flash of insight
Oh, it's so
Ooh.
good.
because I never remember to. So
Okay.
Where did you get hold of this? Artifice?
it's mind cleric.
Oh, wow. That's an artificer thing too.
Okay. So I get to a bonus to this reroll equal to half your cleric level, rounded up.
Mm.
So
So 18.
that goes from a 15 to 23 plus 9 is 32.
Holy hell! What did you roll?
14 plus 4 plus 5 plus 9.
Plus, yeah.
Wait, what's the 5 from in the middle?
It's my wisdom.
What's the 4 from?
Guidance.
Oh, I see. You smell this, and you can feel a bit of knowledge seem to spring up from the ether, as you would recognize the smell of a gas that is a powerful sedative.
It's a sedative gas, apparently.
Do you know the name? Make it up, DM.
I think what would be more useful to you is what it comes from. It is what are they called? The bulls that turn people to stone. Gorgons.
Gorgons.
So it's taken from their gas, but it does not turn people to stone. It just puts them into a torpor.
Okay, awesome. So with that new knowledge added to it, research continues.
Okay.
It's called pussy stank.
Get out of my game.
Yes.
No. Absolutely not.
Wait, hold on.
Holy fuck,
pussy
no.
stank.
No. No.
Derived from
Hey,
the tissues
you
of
you
the
make the
god.
lore, or I will.
Listen.
Oh, listen.
Gonna warn you both now. I will hand out negative inspiration if this becomes a thing.
Sending
Price
to
worth paying.
Barrack? Oh no. Who did I send to?
Can you send a sending to the house?
No, not to the house.
I don't know.
Dear not.
Fuck you. So
Sending to
Yeah.
Laura Baker. Do you know anything about pussy stank?
Okay, I will be rolling a negative d4 on your next check. I will set it aside.
Okay, it's good.
he thinks he can stop us.
You know what? I'm gonna need more dice. I'll be right back.
What about booty sweat?
Oh, sure. Works too. We had the wrong name. That was Latin.
Latin.
All right, everybody. Do you think a pound will be enough? I don't know. I know these two. I doubt it.
I'm safe.
I can't wait to roll a negative 20.
Kill our characters. We have so many to play.
We'll just open this up. I'm gonna need a d4 already. That way I don't have to use my nice metal one. Where the hell are my... There we go. A pink one for Daniel.
Guys, I'm safe.
Are you?
Yeah, we all know. We all know who this is directed at. As Laura Baker answers, you know what? She's not gonna answer. This sounds like a crank call.
Is it canon? Are we leaving it
Yeah.
canon? Because it's
Yeah,
canon.
if it sounds
it's
like a
canon
prank call, it
until we
must be
do-
canon.
You might have said it, but it's not an actual substance, so it just sounds like somebody is prank sending her, which at a wizard of her level is something you have to worry about.
Is your icebox running?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Has your
Followed by late 19.
Has your sanctum been cleaned recently? I think I'm.
This is the sound a machine gun makes.
All right.
As that is, you smell the gas on the air.
Alright, I'm just gonna try lesser restoring both of them.
Does lesser rest deal with poison?
Yeah. It's
Then-
got
I
Just
don't
just
know
trust
that it
me on this
does.
one. Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay, that would be enough to deal with it. Your hands would still be numb. Feeling is starting to come back into them. It's not like the tingling of like blood returning. There's like a numbness, like the dentist. Like there's a numbness that's fading from them.
I'm also checking the
Alright.
doors for signs of picking.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, here you go. Have a d4.
Absolutely. Here, roll it for me.
You get 2 d4s. Just one of them's not in your favor.
13
What did I get?
plus 3.
-4.
Fuck you.
Okay, so minus 1 sounds like 27.
You look it over, and very faintly, you can see signs of the lock having been picked.
Okay, so every single lock up into their room would have to have been picked.
Yes.
Okay.
All of the ones that are
They're
locked.
all-
I
they're
mean,
all
most of
arcane
them are
locks as
just...
well,
So they're,
so
they're
that's-
also arcane, so that's plus 10, and they're good quality
Well,
locks.
most of them aren't actually locked, right? Because like you
No,
said,
no,
the
they're
students don't
actu-
need keys for stuff. They just open doors, and doors that don't open
The
are ones they
front
can't
door
get into.
locks and the bedroom, like, they have locks.
Yeah, yeah. they're-
People can
all,
lock them.
All of the ones that are locked are picked.
Okay, because it's... So what's like a good quality lock pick value? Just curious.
Like a good lock that you'd find in like the inner run
Like
on most
20?
things would be like a 20. Yeah.
Okay, so these locks would be like 30 to pick.
25 is like the kind
Because,
of.
well, arcane lock is plus 10.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, 35, sorry. For a good quality lock with arcane lock.
Yeah. Well, you'd be at 30. So yeah, there'd be a 30 to pick with the arcane lock on it.
Okay. Well, they broke in by lock picking.
Yeah, they did.
I think we know who it is, don't we?
Yep. You know where he lives?
Dre, you know where he lives. Who's the only person that you upset that could possibly do something like this?
We don't know where Barrick lives.
You don't know where Barrick lives, and Barrick is not capable of this. Barrick is not a box man.
Okay.
Barrick brought you on as a box man because
So-
they lost their box man, and it was not his area of expertise.
I flip the card. I'm like, so it looks like a machine, like a clockwork machine.
Yeah, it was the fucking house. Like, of course. Who fucking knows?
I don't think he's just the house. I think he's. Dre, I don't think you should fuck with him.
Yeah, but I can hurt it.
Dre, I don't think it's worth it. Like, that for sure will get the Thieves Guild against us. And
No.
Barrick. And Clemens. Like, are we here to make enemies with them, or are we here to coexist as much as we can? You gotta remember, we're still part of the guild.
Sure, yeah. Totally.
Dre, I don't... You do what you do, but I'm not gonna be a part of that, okay?
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Very scared.
And Dre, like, noticing that tone.
Yeah, like Dre's like half talking to you and mostly just thinking.
Dre, you know the repercussions if you do something like that, right?
Yeah,
Dre, you're not invincible.
I know.
Dre, are you listening to me?
Hmm?
Are you listening to me?
Yes,
What did I say?
that I'm invincible.
I'm gonna sit on the bed. What are you planning?
I don't know. Machine that works for the Jacks isn't useful if there aren't any Jacks left.
So you're gonna kill Barrick. You're gonna kill. Is it
Lyra.
Lyra, Scar, all of them
I don't know.
over gloves. Dre, you've picked locks without the gloves.
It was in here.
Hmm?
It was in here.
Yeah, I know. It was in here. I mean, that's terrifying, Dre. The level of magic that I've put on this place, for it to get in like that, I don't think you should fuck with it. Let alone Clemens. You know what happens if we fuck with Barrick, fuck with Clemens and the whole guild.
Poison Wednesday.
It's not poison. It's a sedative.
Sure. It's sedated Wednesday.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's not a poison.
Roofie
A poison kills you. Sedative puts you to sleep. Although technically, if you took too much sedative, you could die. It goes a little tangent. Anyways,
Like, dude, like, this one probably would take, at worst,
like, it would take a lot. I think you turned to stone before you died.
comes back.
Anyways, Dre.
No one touches her.
Okay.
I can't stand for that.
So then let's go have a conversation with them.
Sure.
All right, let's go.
Before you go, is this yours?
What?
As Wednesday has flipped over your pillow and is holding up a rather intricately folded piece of paper.
No.
A prom?
No.
You want to give us your
Got a
prom?
handout for you.
Oh my god, give me.
Mildly threatening.
Dan, don't look at it.
Dan! This is his handout. You can't cheat.
Come on.
No looking.
For those who don't know, because we do have a new viewer, Dan is blind, so that's the joke.
Look at this origami.
Yeah,
I
right?
don't want to
Visually
unfold it.
challenged.
I can do it again if I need to.
You missed so much in chat.
Oh no! I've missed so much. Okay, wait. Pause on the handout. Let's catch up on chat. Okay.
Mostly me just talking to myself.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Read them all out.
So Megan said that we steal souls over other people's streams. True. Yondu said the city of Coolsville when you were making up the town name to fool Big Red. Said he loved Runa's hair, which we did respond to. Megan said that Wizard's the only high intelligence character Alex hates. Yeah, that's true. He plays a very high intelligence sniper. Yondu says negative 20 incoming with. Yeah, no, negative D20 is likely in their future. And then Megan said, what's the TikTok quote? It's not canon. It's not canon. Yeah, exactly. And then an anonymous gifter is gifting 1 tier 1 sub to Adventure Corp's community. An anonymous gifter gave Color Armageddon a tier 1 sub. Oh my god.
Oh, cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Man, much love. Anonymous has gifted a sub. I didn't know that you could gift anonymously. That's wild, but thank you so much.
Oh, so Anonymous isn't the name.
No, so it shows up as anonymous, but then in the chat it says anonymous gifter, which means, because normally it would say their username, right?
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Wild. Thank you so much.
I like that they have that feature.
Yeah, that's neat. So, Color Armageddon, welcome to you.
What is the color of Armageddon?
Right? Let's go back to our handout. As Wednesday hands you the folded letter, which you proceed to unwrap and open up, and you can see a script scrawled across it in fine hand. Oh, you folded it back up, yeah.
That's what Dre was doing the entire time.
As you pull it open, you can see a fine script scrawled across it
Do you read it?
with precision. As you read over the letter.
I read it. My character reads it, yeah. Yeah. Taking all the knowledge that's
Runa's so mad. Wait, we need to get the Runa annoyed face in chat. We have that emote now. Runa
you know what
annoyed
would make
face
her more
in chat.
annoyed?
Let's
If
do
she
it.
drank some water. Or
No,
juice.
No, don't
Don't
compound.
threaten Yondu.
Don't compound.
Yondu.
Oh yeah, Alex got the annoyed face. Megan got the annoyed face in chat.
Yondu, pull through for me, bud.
Spam that annoyed face. Love it. What are you doing? As you have the letter in your hand, Wednesday and your brother watching you. Lorelai as well at this point.
Barion's in the process of calling a tradesman.
Okay.
Probably a couple of them. A locksmith and a smith.
Okay. The silence is what does it for me.
He just like sits there and stares at her for a bit.
You're just staring at the letter. Wednesday's going to lean over his shoulder and try to read it. Are you stopping her? Or just leaning?
No, he just sort of like throws on the desk and walks out.
Okay. As it gets thrown down on the desk, as Marin walks out, and Wednesday picks it
Just
up
sitting
to
there.
finish where she was
Where
at.
anyone could read it. They just have to betray my trust.
Yaisel
and
doesn't know
privacy.
what she's doing, but she's somehow subconsciously walking to the tower and getting into Dre's room, but she doesn't know why she's there, and she also knows that this piece of paper seems important.
Hey, mine.
Not ready at all.
Should we, do something about this?
Yeah.
Should we get Yaisel?
No. I love how I just totally forgot about that and answered in character anyways.
I thought for sure you were doing it on purpose.
No.
Oh,
You're fine.
Megan says, oh, is it a Dre's killing spree time?
You hear from outside, Barion's like, tell them to come and tell them whatever the price is doubled for haste. If they
Right.
can make it within the hour.
One of the guards goes running into the town. Just gonna-
Wait, what did you ask them to do?
He's
I'm
getting locksmiths and
tradesmen,
smiths.
locksmiths and smiths coming.
Okay, fine. Better. So I'm just gonna grab Lorelai. Lorelai's gonna cast locate person
Okay.
and try and track down Barrick.
Okay. Nothing would come up within 1,000 feet of you.
How much of the city does that cover?
Probably less than a quarter.
Probably less than a
Let's see. Hello! Yeah, like 15%. Maybe.
Jesus. Can we have a smaller city next time?
Oh, you're in the capital of the empire that covers half a continent.
All right.
Just because you're friends with the king doesn't mean this place isn't ballin'.
Honestly, it should be ballin' if we're friends with the king.
Right? Yeah.
Benefits us.
Yeah, I'm going to set a new directive for the Proudfoots.
Okay.
which is find the location of the house of one Barrick Jackmaster, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Derek dead.
You've never received Barrick's last name.
Yeah,
Derek dead.
but I know what he looks like, and I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that as
Set
a.
out the word for people to find this. Are you like having them be quiet about it, or
Yeah.
are they using whatever's available to them?
Yeah, quiet about it.
Okay. Let's have you roll something with the thief table.
Oh God.
Seems appropriate.
You need a 20 to succeed. No, not natural.
Characters, core. You have some thieves
You need
under
a
you, so
21
let's
to
use
succeed.
their table. Let's call it, since you're doing it quietly, we'll use hide in the shadows. Roll me a d20. You need a 16 or higher. Excuse me.
That is a 10.
Okay.
I do have a lot of people.
Yes, but they also are busy on other stuff you've assigned them as well. As you send your people out to look quietly into this, which limits their opportunities for asking people about it. It's just trusted confidants and stuff like that. As they spread out and start looking for information on where Barrick might live as quietly as possible. Are you doing anything else? Right.
Yeah. Hey, Bear.
Yes. The tradesman would be there by now, probably. Hey.
Yeah, he's had to go and like give this out to his people and come back. So
Okay.
you'd have the.
I'm in
tradesman before
the
you.
main hall talking with looks like probably a smith and a locksmith.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to set up a meeting with Barrick like, tomorrow or something? I don't know. I don't know
sure.
when he's free, but I can't. talk
All
to
right.
him.
Sending to Barrick.
Okay.
Hey Barrick, I'd like to set up a meeting. I think there's some things me and Dre would like to chat with you about.
Very well, I can make myself free. Where would you like to do this meeting? Thieves Guild.
Somewhere neutral.
Is the Thieves Guild not neutral?
I'm gonna say the bed and board instead of that. I'll say let's do it at the bed and board.
Very well, I'll meet you there for 3 o'clock tomorrow. Shouldn't
Right.
be too busy.
Told Dre I'm like 3 o'clock at the bed and board.
That was 3 sendings, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, making sure.
So I'm gonna turn to the locksmith and stuff. All right.
Right?
And I'm gonna walk into like the main classroom area. I need a metal plate that covers, and I'm gonna say roughly 12 feet. Bars on the bottom and bars on the top with a 12-foot circle bar, so that when people use a teleportation circle, they come inside a cage.
All right, yes. I've never made one of these, but I've heard they're fairly standard for
That's fine.
things like this.
Make
That'll be
it-
you as the locksmith looks over at the smith who just nods.
Oh, I'm talking to the smith first.
No, you're
about
talking
this.
to both, but the locksmith is definitely the more
Okay,
personable
and
of
then
the
I
two.
talk to the locksmith. I'm like, and then this one as well, a good lock, and I would like a bar to be able to put him across it. And then I'm going to take him to the front door, the smith and them. I would like this door replaced with a metal door, very sturdy, high quality lock, with a bar on the inside that can be slid across. That would be too heavy to be moved with tools.
All right. Certainly we could have something like that.
We had someone break and enter with lockpicks. I'm making sure that can't happen.
Right.
So all of the main, the windows are all barred as well, so that doesn't matter.
Right. Something too heavy to move with tools. The locks are already high quality. I won't be able to do any better than these.
Okay.
Metal door I can do.
All right, and the bar.
Yes,
as well?
yes, I can put
Okay.
such a bar
And
in.
then I'll show him the trap door upstairs. I'd also like this barred as well.
Sure, easy enough. These are easily barred.
Okay, thank you.
I probably won't be able to do something that heavy. Nobody will be able to get it down the ladder safely at all.
All right, just something that may be intricate in a way that it would be you couldn't manipulate it with tools. Like
I would
something
honestly just suggest keeping a post nearby that you could press into place underneath it.
What I mean is like having something that slides over, goes like up, down, and over. Like you know how you have those locks where it's like and then slides out.
Yeah.
So that you wouldn't be
Sure.
able to manipulate it with a tool.
Could do
Out of
something
character,
like
I'm
that.
telling you this.
They're not foolproof, but they're difficult. they're beyond
Okay.
even your most uncommon of thief.
How about this? A bar that can go across that has a padlock on the inside.
Sure.
With just put a hole so you could lock the bar.
Yes.
All right. Because then they can't pick a lock on the inside of the door.
Certainly not without some magic that would allow it. I've not heard of any that allow such a thing. If somebody wanted to come through such a thing, they would probably have to cut their way in, and it would be quite obvious they'd been there.
Okay, let's do that. So the trap door and the front door are barred with locks that they could, so like the bar can be locked on the inside as well.
Okay.
And metal hatch as well.
Okay. So
Make it
doing.
heavier than 10 pounds.
Yes, heavier than 10 pounds. 10.1.
Yeah, fuck you, mage hand users.
How many doors are you doing?
Just the hatch and the main door.
Okay. So for those two, it'll be 200 gold total.
Okay.
And then to get the cage built.
I'm paying for for quality.
Yeah.
Like top quality
The
locks
cage
and
will probably be
everything.
about 600 gold if you want it like really good quality.
Okay, sure. And I'm paying for top quality locks as well. So for that.
You've already got
25.
top quality locks.
Okay, 20 is the top quality.
It's the most that you would need to find somebody capable of doing that. At like 25, you're getting to like the cap.
Okay.
30
sure.
is like the best in the world.
Sure. I get that done.
Okay, you're
So
turning
like
them
just
as
the windows are barred. They're not open. Like they're
Yes, yeah.
openable, but they're not like you'd have to cut the bars off.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Dre, you come back to your brother finishing off the instructions, and you can see measurements already happening as there are
All right.
tools coming in to measure things out, and there's things being mapped out on paper as he's talking. As you wait for them to finish, and eventually he turns away from them and sees you waiting there.
Hey Dre.
Gonna work out.
Hmm?
The meeting.
Yeah. Tomorrow 3 o'clock at the Bed and Boar.
Cool. He just turns and walks in.
Are you all right?
Yep.
If I'm gonna go to this meeting with you, I need to know your plan.
I'll go. It's fine.
Dre, I'm going with you.
Sure. I have some things to do that day. Meet here like 2:45.
Sure.
Walk over.
All right. Sounds good. Dre, you know I'm not gonna let you kill him, right?
I know. I don't want to.
Okay. All right. I'll walk away and keep doing my things.
Okay. As the brothers separate on that note, Wednesday would be over at Yeisel's at this point, probably.
Yeah.
Hanging out. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey.
They actually like encourage her going.
Yeah. It's been an exciting morning, let me tell you that much.
Oh?
I woke up and apparently we were drugged. Put to sleep by something. And
Do you know by who?
the boys are talking about somebody in the jacks or something doing
Oh.
that.
Is it for the... Do you know what they went for?
The gloves are missing. They left the letter.
Those are a bad idea. We shouldn't have went for them.
Dre'll be Dre.
Yeah. So
They left
came
some sort of letter like critiquing him.
critiquing him.
Aye. He's not happy about that.
It's a scary thought.
What do you mean?
Dre when he's unhappy?
Oh, aye. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not too pleasant. He's not that bad.
He's a killer.
What do you mean?
Of good looks.
Smooth.
Make me a
recovery.
deception, I guess. Oh, you're lucky she rolled shitty. Just don't roll bad.
You'll never roll worse than me. You got...
The most deserved natural one in the history of the
Yeah,
game.
absolutely. In fact, I'm gonna give you a D6 inspiration for rolling that natural one. You can't use it now. What do you mean?
You know, we go fight things, and when he doesn't like the thing that we're fighting, it doesn't turn out great.
What's that got to do with him being mad now? Are you fighting something?
I mean, it's Dre. Someone threatened you. What do you
I didn't
think's
see
gonna
anything
happen?
to threaten me. I see more of a challenge to him as a thief than anything else.
I'd say maybe check in on him.
Alright. Can I play with Tithe first?
Yeah, of course. No, you don't have to do it now.
Right.
Oh,
Priorities.
the baby time.
How's he doing?
He's good.
Right. He was making sounds.
Yeah, they're good. They're really cute when you're awake. They're not very cute when you're trying to
Right.
sleep.
I thoroughly enjoying being on this side of it.
Yeah, the babies are always cuter. They're not yours.
I had a lot of dealing with them at the orphanage, so I know how it goes.
They're loud.
Aye. And needy.
Mhm.
Aye.
I can't even leave the room anymore.
Really?
Yeah, he needs to be around me. It's getting annoying.
What if you leave Big Red with him?
Big Red took him to go change his diaper, and he cried until I was back.
Joy.
Joy.
You're gonna have to teach him at some point not to be attached to you like that. I mean, it's just, especially with your lifestyle, it's not doable.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it for as long as I can.
Well, let's go find him. I want to see the baby. So she'll come up and find like, oh, Tithe. Oh, Tithe. Lift the big baby. Not as strong as Tithe's mother is to be lifting this ogre baby.
You guys will hold him, and it's like, oh, she does that so easily, and you go to pick him.
Oh! Gets him up in the air as she's like trying to tickle his belly but not willing to one-hand it for it. Loads him up on the hip. You carried this inside you?
Mhm.
Oh. That's some magic. She'll play with the baby a little bit.
Literally.
Yeah. If nobody's doing anything specific with the day, eventually Wednesday we'll come see Dre around dinner time if he's at the house.
He'd be at the bakery, but she'd probably be able to track him down.
That's true. Yeah, she comes to the bakery and Dre,
Sort of prowling around, like looking for someone to yell at for doing something wrong.
Dre sees her come in like a hopeful. Nope, not the one.
Nah. Hey,
Hey,
how's the eyes all?
good.
Mhm.
Right. She how are you?
Great.
She sits down like in front of like one of the tables by the bakery. Really though, how are you?
Oh, I'm awesome.
Dre, come sit down and stop lying to me.
I'm doing fine.
Alright. I mean, we can just talk about bullshit the whole time if you want to make stuff up.
No, it's really straightforward. See, they still think I'm a joke.
Still think you're a joke.
Yeah. So, I'll just have to show them that I'm not. It's fine. I have it handled.
What do you mean? They think you're a joke? Yes, Dre, what do you mean they think you're a joke? Who the fuck are you?
It's very attractive. Like, the second lady
Very
shows up.
attractive.
Oh yeah, this is Jasmine. We've been working together.
Pleasure. Who the fuck is this Jasmine? As make a perception check.
So, 19.
Okay. As she starts, like, you can immediately see her, like, getting, like, heated at this as she turns. And then it suddenly just vanishes. And she's, never mind. Come talk to me when you're done. And,
Okay, who's bullshitting now? Sit down,
no, it looks like you're busy.
please.
Sits down. Fine. Guess we'll both be here for this chat. What do you mean showing them you're not a joke? She just seems to ignore Jasmine and turn completely to you.
I think Lazuli should learn from Wednesday. When she doesn't like something, maybe you just sit down and don't say anything about it.
With her 19, she went from, like, about to get mad to, like, ignoring her. Not in, like, a spiteful way of just, like, part of the background kind of way.
I don't know, just tried to send them a message, and obviously they didn't get it, so
Right.
being more pointed.
Do you mean pointed with a dagger, or...
So what if I do?
Well, I'm assuming this is the guild.
More trouble than they're worth.
Right, but they're trouble. Even when they're not worth it to you, they're real trouble. I've been part of the guild for a fair while. They're not something to joke around with. Indeed, I think you should maybe consider quite with care.
Take a walk.
I noticed Lorelei is not here.
Take a walk.
Of course. As she takes a few steps away to the door and opens it and steps out of the building and shuts it. We're gonna talk about her?
I don't know, she's kind of annoying.
Well, that's positive, I guess.
What do you mean?
Well, at least you're not fucking her if she's annoying.
Why would I fuck her?
Motions to like the tits area.
Why would I want her to have you?
Right, well that's quite comforting actually. I'll take that as a positive. Listen, don't go getting yourself killed, Dre, and people are worried about you. You also said sometimes you're a little violent, and I mean you've always been good about me, but if you're trying to take on the Thieves Guild, I don't think that's a good
What
idea.
am I supposed to do? Just let him walk all over us?
What do you mean walk all over us?
They were in our room.
Right? I read the letter.
They can just do that whenever they want. Like,
Apparently.
we're not allowed to do anything about it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to clarify that we would know that that's not the Thieves Guild, that it was the Jacks, and that they're not related to the Thieves Guild.
They like the Jacks are not the Thieves Guild. They are a group that operates out of the Thieves Guild, but they're not the
But
same.
they're outside, like
They're
can't-
their own group. They use the Thieves Guild for work.
Yeah.
I read the letter and it really sounded more like a challenge than a go stab someone. You broke into their house, they broke into yours.
I want to be done with them.
Then be
I don't
done
want
with
to.
him.
I don't want to have to worry. I'm tired of looking over my shoulder.
Wait,
There's only one way to be safe.
And what's that?
Whatever it takes.
That makes me real nervous, Dre. We got a good thing going here, and whatever it takes is usually what somebody says before they start stabbing.
I'm in a corner. I don't have a way out.
You're not in the corner. You got delivered the letter, and somebody nicked your gloves. Go talk to somebody. Keep your dagger in your sheath. If you go and die, I'm gonna be even more mad than you were at Berrien when he did it. There's no guarantee you come back.
I'm tired of being stepped on.
With the Thieves Guild, sometimes if you don't want to get stepped on, it's best to just get out from underfoot. I mean, they're everywhere. They're not just on Andratica. They're everywhere.
So I have to do whatever they want.
You don't gotta do whatever you want, just stop dealing with them. I don't know, I can't tell you what to do, just don't get yourself stabbed. She stands up from the table and turns and starts making her way to the door.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Right, well, putting the guild on her back is a poor way of doing that. As the door opens and she steps out. Shuts behind her.
Have a cookie and go to bed.
Okay, you pick up a cookie and head off to bed after that. As, yeah, so there's a knock on your door.
I go and answer it.
Go and open, make me a dexterity. Just kidding, it's Wednesday. As, you...
Also, I want to see
The
if I
Thieves
was-
Guild sends its
Let's
regards.
see if I would have succeeded.
Okay, yeah. The Thieves Guild sends its regards.
Okay, high chance.
It rolled pretty good, did we?
Yeah. That's a dexterity save. That's a 26.
Yeah, pretty good chance.
It was
I
a
think
plus
you
11.
beat
It was a
every
27,
DC in the
sorry.
monster manual.
It's 27, sorry.
As you see Wednesday with a sort of like downcast look on her face, a bit of anger like underneath some lines on her face there. You're making me a guest room?
Yeah, she'll lead her in.
That's all she says. She like walks in behind you and you lead her over and you're like showing her like excited to show her the room and she's kind of nodding along and you maybe get like one word answers out of her.
Do you want a hug?
That'd be nice.
Hug her.
Give her a squeeze and she kind of like, you can feel she's like shaking a little bit.
She'll cut her hair, you know.
Thanks.
Talking about what happened probably makes it worse. But if you want to tell me, you can.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Dre is right. Maybe he needs to send a strong message to the guild. I don't know. The letter just sounded like a challenge to me more than a, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you if you don't get out of the way.
He is Barian. Barian's a pretty good...
They're both idiots, though.
Yeah, but Barian isn't... I don't know about you, but Barian doesn't like just killing everybody.
Well, tell that to Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Her last name's Kimberly. Ella Kimberly.
Oh. I like him. Well, I don't know. Dre's,
Do you think I'm crazy?
No.
She'll recount the letter to you. Go ahead and read it if you want. The way she...
An offer.
You won't get it in exactly those words, but she'll get enough of the idea.
I'll skip every third word.
Sure, don't. It'll quickly fall apart. But yeah.
Thorough with months spent the
No, just if you want, you could read it out loud. I think everybody would have read it at this point, and I think it's fair to the viewers that they hear it.
To former Jack of Hearts.
That's
Scouting.
straight, by the way.
Yeah, straight.
Scouting. Thorough with many months spent casing the location.
True.
Accurate, allowing use of most direct route to desired goods. Poor
Anonymity.
Due to the site's
Sorry, poor
familiarity.
what?
Anonymity.
Oh, poor anonymity.
Site's familiarity with you, and that the job could only have been done with inside knowledge. Overall excellent. Execution. Good marks for preparedness, allowing a swift escape. Excellent marks for objective. Take was retrieved successfully. Marks lost for being detected. Low marks for
Anonymity.
If they had been reported to the current Jack of Diamonds, would stand as a crime against the guild. Overall good.
Dramatic reading.
Style. Low marks. Essentially a smash and grab. Overall, poor. Motive. Exceptionally poor. Greed and anger make for dead thieves. Overall, deplorable. In conclusion, performance must be rated poor. Prize location moved to upstairs. Lower floor prizes reserved for jacks. Jack of Diamonds. Wow, that was a crazy letter, Wednesday.
That just seems more of a poke than a stab.
Yeah, if they told them, they say it where the next location is. It was like a report card.
Hey, I hate report cards.
I think I never had to deal with them.
Where are you guys right now?
They're at
Okay.
Yazel's
Never
house.
mind that. I don't know about this yet.
Oh, have you not read it yet? It was left out on the table, so you could have had a
So
chance
then,
to read
okay,
it.
if Barian did read it, then he would approach Dre.
Okay.
Dre.
I'd be at the bakery.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
would.
would say this is after
I
Wednesday.
would go to the bakery.
Knock.
Hey, Dre.
So I'm finishing a cookie.
Sorry, what?
Finishing a cookie.
Oh.
It's continuity, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Barrick doesn't know about this, right?
It's not about Barrick.
I'm gonna point to the note there where it says if the current Jack of Diamonds didn't know about this, it would be a crime against the guild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should meet it. I think you should leave well enough alone.
We're not gonna talk. It's fine.
Oh, what are we going to do? Kill him?
You're not going. I'm gonna
Dre,
do what it takes.
No, you're not going now. Because if you're not going to talk to him, there's one course of action. He doesn't even know what you're talking about. He doesn't even know what happened.
Not about Barrick.
Then what's it about? Because you're about to start a war with the guild.
They started it.
No, they didn't. This is the Jacks.
He broke into your tower.
Who?
I don't fucking know. Whatever was possessing
Not
that
Barrick.
house.
Yeah, but he's not part of the guild. He's the house. He's a Jack. He's not the guild.
Yeah, but he's a Jack. That's what I don't care about the guild. I care about the Jacks. The Jacks happen to be in the guild. Bad luck.
No, okay, you need to keep these separate. Remember when we were doing jobs and we got told that if we stole stuff, it's against the thing? We already committed the crime of stealing it. Stealing from the guild. From a guild member. He just took it back. If you go and you can't kill a guild member. We're still technically guild members.
It's a paper. I can do whatever I want.
Sure, and die. And have everyone you love killed. And have us made into... You don't think that they could just turn on us and ruin everything that we've built here? All of a sudden, we would stop being able to do deals with businesses in the city. Everyone would be paid to not deal with us. We would be shunned. We'd be openly attacked. We know that there's at least one person with an assassin out there. Hero Killer, I think it's called.
Cool.
How much money do you think they'd have to pay to get him to come?
How does this help me?
Dre, right now I'm trying not to help.
You're just one more person threatening me into submission.
Threatening you with what? I'm not threatening you. I'm pointing out possibilities that could happen from an action. Causality.
You can go.
Go where?
Anywhere but here.
Anywhere but here. You're gonna get Wednesday killed over some gloves. Or is it your ego? Or both?
I'm sure it's great when everyone looks up to you. Everyone listens to you and does whatever you want. So.
There's lots of people who don't listen to me. One of my students just got taken out of my class. I don't know if you noticed Genelthian not around.
Nope.
I don't even have enough ability to garner the trust of another elf to have his son work here. Or be a student here.
Neighbor?
Dre, respect is earned.
That's the plan.
Not intimidated or feared into. It's something that people give you, not something you take.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Do different than what you're doing now. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna send a message to Barrick somehow. Maybe hurt him, intimidate him. I don't know how you're gonna intimidate him, but most likely probably hurt him or maim him. What's that gonna do?
Send the message I didn't get across the first time.
Okay, to the Jacks or to the guild?
To the house, I don't care.
To the house.
Whatever did all this.
It sounds like he raided you, and it sounds like he didn't tell Barrick about you stealing the gloves. It sounds like he stopped you from you know what I mean? You know what happens when you break the rules with them?
You done?
Are you done? Like, are you seeing any of the stuff I'm pointing out here? Like any
Sure.
of it? Like it's not like I'm being emotional. There's logical causality. A equals B. Well, let's play it like this. You go there, you send your message, whatever that is. What happens next, Trey? Your bands of thugs.
Leave me the fuck alone.
They won't. No, all of your bands of thugs will be catching daggers in the back by nightfall. Your group will be a thought by the morning. They're not guild members. They're not held back to kill your guys.
Yeah, what happens if I walk away? No one takes me seriously again.
No, there's lots of people that take you seriously.
Like who? Like who?
Like the people you deal with? Like me? If I didn't take you seriously, right now I wouldn't be talking to you about this. I know that you'll go there and try to do something to him. Like, what's your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Like, is your goal to eventually take out the guild? Because it's not going to work. They're continental. You might be able to take out the. Let's even say you're able to take out here in the Lochran. Every single guild member across the continent is now your enemy. You can't go anywhere without a target on your back. And every guild member with that has some golden sense is putting hits on you. And your family. Most likely probably your family and loved ones that can't protect themselves. Because
That one would... You guys would know the guild well enough to know that's not the way they operate.
No, to guild members. We won't be guild members after this.
The
Proudfoots are not guild members.
The Proudfoots, very likely, but the guild does not have a tendency to go after women and children who are related to something. Wednesday would be iffy. She might get swept into it because she is a guild member and is associated, but they're not likely to go hunt down your clan unless they're implicated somehow.
Okay, but for sure they might go after Wednesday, and they're for sure going to go after all your Proudfoots.
I don't know. I'm tired of being stepped on.
By who?
Everyone.
Dre,
We've been looked down on since we arrived here, and I keep waiting for it to change, and it doesn't.
Okay, so number one, you're the leader of the Proudfoots.
Yeah, and I'm
How is
taking
that-
orders from more people than I ever have.
From who? Who?
Just all over invisible forces telling me all the things I have to do, or the terrible consequences that'll follow.
Okay, specifically, Dre. Who is telling you what to do? The king? He tells me what to do. He tells everybody here what to do. You don't have to listen to him. But it's probably a good idea. I think your friends and your brother say some stuff if they notice some things. I'm not going to stop.
I don't know, this creepy chick showed up, and now I have to do what she says as well as what Lorelei says, as well
You
as
don't
what...
have to do what she says, but I think she's there to help you in your best interest.
To what end?
Okay.
Obviously she wants something, whoever she works for wants something, and I can't figure any of it out because I'm a
You know
fucking
who
idiot.
sent her. You know who sent her.
Do I know who sent it?
Yeah, the girl with the masked halfling that met us outside the wall came and said, "Hey, you're doing this. This is a problem. I'm sending this to work with you." Can you explain the context of that again?
No, that was correct, yeah.
Okay, but why was she sending her again? I don't remember. Because of the shit that was going down, or
Because word has reached them that he's been volatile in some situations. They were sending an advisor to try to keep him cool so that
Yeah.
he might make better decisions.
And it sounds like they're also giving you work, right? They want you to do the thing with Bran.
That's a bad idea.
It sounds like you've been... I agree. I don't think it's a great idea. I think they underestimate her power. But it sounds like you've become important enough or threatening enough that forces that we didn't even know existed are taking notice of you. Do you want to be seen as positive or as an ally or as a tool? Or do you want to be seen as a threat or as a quote-unquote bull in a china shop?
I want people to think twice before they mess with me or the people I love.
Dre, it's not the actual threat that makes people think twice about it. It's the Dre, I don't dabble in fear a lot. I'm not good at that. That's not what I do. But from what I've heard and what I've noticed from other people around, it only gets you so far.
Maybe it'll be far enough.
Dre, when I read a lot of books, and the people that try to lead from the back and lead with fear tend to be the ones who don't make it very far. They're usually the ones who end up with a dagger in their back from their own friends.
So what would you have me do? Just sit here and take it?
I would look at it. You stole the gloves. They're their property. They stole them back.
Gave them to me.
Yes, but, like, you know how rare magic items are, Dre. This sword is currently mine. But it's definitely not mine. And I can give it to no one. I couldn't give it to you if I wanted to give it to you.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's I'm not gonna come to the meeting with you and Barrick because you're gonna do what you're gonna do. That's fine. I think that you should think real hard about what you're gonna do, Dre, because I think that you're going down a path that you don't actually want to go down. Do you want people to follow you because they like you and revere you? Or do you want people to follow you because they're scared of you and they'll only follow you until they have enough power, or they're thinking that you've got them under their boot enough until they can put a dagger in your back?
I don't need anyone to follow me. I just want to be left alone. I want the people that I love to be left alone because I love them.
Left alone by what, though, Dre? What do you just define left alone?
By all of this shit.
What shit, though? Like, specifically? He broke into the tower because we took something. That's not being left alone. We did something, it was repercussion back. Now, if we were constantly being assaulted by someone, that unprovoked, that's different, and I'm all about, you know what I mean? Like, who else is bothering you? What do I not know? What's going on?
I don't know. Everyone keeps needing me to do all their dirty work.
You, like the halfling lady.
Sure.
Sure. Who else needs you to do the dirty work? The king?
I don't know. Since we've got here, it's always been one person or another getting us to run around and do all their shit for them.
So
Meanwhile, everyone spits on us and we have to hide our ears. Like,
Dre, I haven't been spit on in years, and I haven't covered my ears in years.
cool.
Has anyone spit on you? Has anyone been racist to you
Not
recently?
to my face.
Sure. I think there's lots of people who say a lot of things behind people's backs. Dre, you're worthy of respect. You're a strong man. You have good morals. And I believe in you. I'm going to give him a hug, and I'm going to leave the bakery.
Okay. So you step out with Dre sitting there in the half-lit bakery at this point. We have
Another cookie.
2 points of order as you eat your cookie. One, Megan redeemed a runa stretch.
Wow. She always does it when she's in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I always need a stretching partner.
Yeah,
It's safer
I think
that way.
It's safer. Make
it's
sure you don't
so
pull
much-
something.
Oh wow, it's so you know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
and
like with
as
weights.
partner-assisted stretches let you stretch better too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's how that works, right?
I've been told.
She's loading up. Excellent. Also, it's 8:02, so we're gonna go on our break here.
Okay.
And we will come back after this to Dre meeting with Barrick. We are going to do a quick ad break, so stick around for that, and then we'll be back in 10-15 minutes. And we will see all of you very soon.
Bye.
We're already live. Hello,
Oh, no,
welcome back.
hey.
Slim Shady Lady.
Jesus Christ.
Stop
for
it.
doing 80.
It's funny because I was so focused on that bit, I was talking as I pressed live and did it to my fucking self. For those who don't know, a running bit is for them to talk right at the beginning of us coming through, like, scene changes, so it's super hard to cut. And I planned to head them off with the pass here and did it to myself.
Yeah. Well, this is the conditioning, right?
Yeah. Yeah, even when I do everything in my power to stop it, it inevitably...
I haven't talked early in like 4 live streams.
That's false. That's false.
Where's your proof?
Where's
your proof?
I was cutting a live... I literally have video evidence on my computer. I
Are
was
you
cutting
calling
one
him
of the...
Aliyah?
All right. Let's
You
get
calling
back
him
to the game.
Aliyah?
See, but all that is doctored footage.
Slim Shady Lady.
Show you who's
You've
a
edited
doctor.
it. You probably just edited
I
it and
have
put
the
me
unedited
talking right at
video.
the beginning.
I have the unedited video.
Do you?
All right, where were we?
Megan says isn't talking early if they never stop talking. So we left off with Barian, having just sat down with his brother at his front to try and talk him out of going to war with the multi-continent spanning Thieves Guild.
Sorry,
They
multi-continent.
had a heated conversation over this, with Dre impressing upon his brother that he just wants to be left alone and respected enough to hold a place of safety for himself and his people in the city, and Barian trying to make sure that that did not culminate into open warfare with the Thieves Guild or any other groups of similar power.
What do you mean? Those two ideas totally line up.
Yes. They're very much a match for each other.
Yep.
His brother, he left his brother unsure of how convinced he
Yeah, we'll
was.
see.
Quiet.
You can make
with
an inside check.
a meeting arranged for the next day with Barrick, the agent of the Hooded Jacks, the current enemy in the mind of Trey. As we come back to the next evening, unless anybody else was doing anything in
I
particular
mean, there's
around
Lorelai and no, they aren't house shopping the next day. It's
this.
like,
They're not.
Yeah, they have some time.
Dre, just come chat with me before you go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As we come to the next day, shortly before Dre is to leave,
Hey,
do you go chat with your brother?
I do.
okay.
As Dre is at the tower, some maybe hour, 40 minutes or so before he's set to meet Barrick on Bar Street at the Bed and Boar.
He looks tired.
Dre,
Wednesday is notably not at the tower.
They're
Just-
having tea.
If Dre went back to the tower, he would not have been there that evening.
regardless,
Where's Wednesday?
Barian puts his hand. I haven't
He interrupts
seen
you.
her.
No.
Barian puts his hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
If, regardless, if you need something, let me know.
He walks out.
What is your passive perception?
Passive perception is 20.
20 with him.
Yeah, I have a shield.
I love that.
Does
That's
it-
an answer to perception for somebody who doesn't know the magic item, but yes, it is indeed added to his perception.
Okay, we'll have a roll off then.
All right.
Variant turns. Tries not to cry. Cries a lot.
13.
What did I get?
13.
22.
I got 19.
Okay, so you don't notice.
As you step out of the building, I'm assuming, are you heading to the Bed and Boar?
Yeah, it's gonna be get there about half an hour early.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast invisibility and hide inside.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check, as it is a bar full of patrons. You do have advantage, of course.
I'm gonna make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have his armor on.
Okay.
So you know Barian is on the roof of the Bed and Boar.
Okay, yeah.
I can easily get up there without being
Yeah. No, I was just going to make you make a
60
stealth
foot
check, but you
teleport.
essentially just made one, haven't you? Is that what you were rolling for with him?
That was for a different one, but I'll make a stealth
Yeah,
check.
make a stealth
I
check.
could be invisible while this is happening.
Yeah, make a stealth check with advantage. Dre, go ahead and make a perception check. Unless you're
I
searching
would have
the
went
roof.
in after, like.
Oh,
I would
after
have,
he goes in?
and yeah,
You do have to follow him, so I still want you guys to roll off. Because you have to be... Unless you just want to wait until, like, 10 minutes before their thing and go up on the roof.
I mean, he knows where I'm going.
Yeah, he knows where you're going in the time.
I can follow enough where I can literally see him turning, and then I turn. Like, I follow him from enough of a distance that it wouldn't be, like...
Well, I'm assuming you're doing this as good as possible, but there's always a chance of being caught when you're tailing somebody.
Okay.
But the other thing I'm saying is you know where he's going and when he's planning to be there. If you just want to wait 10 minutes before their meeting and get on the roof, he would have no reason to even possibly discover.
Sure, then I'll do that.
Okay. So no roll required, except from you for your stealth
Yeah,
check.
I would already be in the building, just by the way those timelines line up.
Yes. Yeah.
I forget what my role was. So
So I would be before. Yeah.
I feel bad. That was way better.
So you're going on the roof before he's in the building or after? The one that doesn't require a roll is you going on the roof when he's not even outside, like he's already inside.
Oh,
the
then I'm
building.
going after.
All right. Roll after all. What did you get on your stealth?
Stealth was 34.
Okay. Somehow that beats these bar patrons, who are very perceptive tonight.
It's a natural 20.
Okay, crit. Like,
Hang on!
I don't even if you roll a crit, you can't.
I don't know, meets beats. Crit, re-crit.
What did you get?
Was
it a crit?
It was like a...
If you have to look twice,
19?
it's not a crit.
No,
so-
did you get a crit?
No.
No, you're safe. As you watch your brother head in, using probably flying magic or your teleporting magic to get there ahead of him,
Probably teleporting or whatever. Yeah.
using your like blinking along to get there. As you stand invisibly on the roof, you watch your brother head inside.
Also invisible.
Actually, yeah, you saw your brother come up and vanish from sight all of a sudden.
And then going in. Okay, makes
Probably
sense.
walk down an alley, turn invisible, walk out, so
Yeah.
there's not just this...
Yeah, you
Broad
see him
daylight.
head into an alley and then nothing. And if you get anywhere to look, you'll see there's nobody in the alley anymore.
That's okay. Barian just knows the time of the meeting. I'm keeping an eye out for Barrick.
Does your brother know you can turn invisible?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think
you've
it's come
shown
up.
me, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if that had been revealed to the group or not.
So I'm waiting
As,
to see if I see Barrick.
Yeah,
Hanging out.
probably like 10 minutes or so before the meeting, you would see Barrick arriving.
Okay. When Barrick goes in, I will just kind of lay down in a nook of the roof where I can't be seen, like from a passerby, just
Okay.
like in an area.
Yeah.
And close my eyes and put my consciousness through Roscoe, who is a spider on your shoulder. In your collar.
You sit
Alright.
on your brother's
That
shoulder.
was the
there.
sleight of hand of me
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
Roscoe on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Very good.
Fair
I love this. This is exactly the sort of thing, like intentional setup and all of it. Amazing. As you watch through the multifaceted eyes of the spider. I think they have multifaceted. I don't care. As your brother
8 eyes.
heads
I don't know if they're each multifaceted.
Yeah.
I think that they're normal.
Anyway,
Single-faceted eyes.
shut up. I was trying to avoid this conversation.
Eyes.
Wait, let me Google it.
Shut up. As you
The eyes of
eventually
the spider
see
glinted.
Barrick coming in to the bed and board, and he nods over towards Gideon, who's walking around, and sees Barrick, and starts like approaching him, and Barrick shakes his head, and Gideon keeps approaching, and Barrick. Gideon makes his way over to another table as Barrick goes and sits himself down and is head up, just kind of looking around, waiting for you to arrive.
Where is he sitting? Just... No
He
reason.
is in. He's trying to pick somewhere quiet, so he's in like a back corner with a few tables between him or anybody else. It's not very lively at the
Yeah.
current time, so the nearest tables are like 3 or 4 tables away.
So I'm gonna sneak up over to where he is. Invisibly.
Mm-hmm. We can keep your stealth roll as you make your way quietly between the tables, avoiding customers, avoiding any clutter on the ground like that. As you
Darian's
sweep
hand
up
tightens on his wand.
Yeah.
close to where Barrick is, as you're at the edge of the table.
And he stares at Barrick. You know, it's been hard on him. For most of the time they've known each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make a single wisdom check. The DC of which has been adjusted by conversations that have been had. Like, pretty significantly so. I'm gonna say, I need a 5 or higher on this wisdom
Okay.
check.
All right.
What'd you get?
Does Shadowblade show up while I'm invisible if I summon it?
No.
So invisibly, like a little flicker of shadow appears in my hand. I just grip my teeth and I walk away. Like, I don't even talk to him, I just leave.
Turn and start walking away from him, the shadow still in your hand. You feel like a little splutter of heat on it, and then as you turn and walk away, the heat kind of fades away.
When he leaves, as he's walking out the door, Roscoe's gone.
Vanishes from the shoulder.
And then once he's outside, far step into the bathroom on the main floor and walk out.
I believe you need to see where you're first stepping to, don't you?
Let me double check.
Not that I need to nitpick this, but this is an important distinction for the future.
Search the internet
Far
for
step.
Far Step D&D 5th
I'm gonna beat you to it.
Ooh, it's a
Teleport
race.
60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
You
Okay,
can-
so anyways, far step, look down to the back door, walk in through the back door,
Okay, as you step in through the back door of the bar.
and walk over and sit down by Barrick.
No longer invisible, I take it?
I wasn't invisible at that point. Oh yes, I guess it'd be no longer visible.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you blink down to the back alley, let the invisibility fade from you as you open the back door, step in and through, into the kitchen, as they look weirdly at you, and you step through that into the main room, but you don't get much more than a weird look from the staff.
It's not the first time I've done it.
Make a perception check.
Okay,
Barian.
Barian.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Wow. You hear just like ever so faintly, from the alley, you know, goes like down the side of the bed and board. Just like the crunch of wood, and just like a very angry yell, followed by some more crunching of wood.
So which way does Barian go? Deeper into the bar or out to investigate the noise in the alley?
Just probably over to Barrick.
Okay, as you pause at the pained, angry yell you hear come out, the sound of abuse being hurled at
Actually,
wooden
no.
wall.
I would.
You take a few steps in as you turn about and make your way
I
back into
just
the night.
click
alley.
Roscoe onto the outside of the door, and I look.
As appearing at the edge and crawling forward, as you lose your sense momentarily, like hand at the door of the kitchen
What
here.
does Roscoe see?
What does Roscoe see?
He's just peeking around the door handle.
Yeah, it's down the alley. Dre's surrounded by little shards of broken boxes and barrels, and is just like face in hands, just like
Leaning-
processing emotion.
Okay.
You see your brother just kind of like a desolate, lean, head in his hands, surrounded by carnage.
Okay. And going in to talk to Barrick.
As you vanish, your pet decide your brother can deal well enough with his grief and step into the bar. You get the weird look from the kitchen staff, who look just about to say something or call for somebody as you step through into the bar proper. And Barrick's eyes immediately flick up and see you, and eyebrow comes up at your choice of entrance as you make your way over to the corner table at the back of the bar.
Hello.
Marion!
How are you doing?
Good. You're a bit late, but I'm not one to nitpick.
Yeah, sorry about that. I
You
had
want to
some...
have a seat?
Yeah. How are things?
Good. As you sit down and he motions, I ordered you a drink.
No, thank you.
One for your brother, too. Is he coming?
I haven't seen him yet. We came from different locations, I suppose. So I don't know if he's maybe got waylaid.
Should we wait?
Oh, I have some things I can go through with you. He didn't let me know.
Very
maybe
well.
He got, yeah.
Takes his drink and takes a sip and motions you to continue.
I had a question for you about alchemists in the city.
I think you're talking to the wrong person.
Well,
If
no.
somebody came to me asking about alchemists, I'd probably direct them to you.
Well, someone who might also have knowledge that I may not have. You don't know if there's anyone else proficient?
I mean, the Thieves Guild has its information broker. It's a good place to start as any. What are you looking for specifically? Maybe I know offhand. Sorrel would be a better conversation partner for this.
Okay, good to know. I'm just curious if you've ever dealt with anyone yourself.
Dealt with many people I've purchased from alchemists before.
Okay.
Wisp is a hell of a drug.
Wisp. Would I know what Wisp is?
Yeah, it's a potion you've heard of. It's a little difficult to get your hands on, but it lets you turn into a wisp form for a moment, like 6 seconds, which a lot of thieves will use to get under doorways or through locks or stuff like that.
Oh, I never thought about that. Ooh, okay. Wisp. Actually, you know, it's good that you brought that up. I'm sure you've broken a lot of... do you know anything that could stop ethereal travel?
Sure.
That's kind of what my main thing
There's
is.
potions they sell that do it, for a time.
Okay.
It's not a permanent
materials.
solution.
Like if you wanted to stop someone from coming through a door or a wall or...
Nothing that's non-magical.
Okay. What magical stuff?
You're out of my ken.
Okay, so you've never run into anything that you've seen that could maybe stop ghosts or something?
Well, like I said, there's potions that do it. You smear them on the surface and they prevent things from moving through. I mean, I've never had cause to tangle with a ghost, but I've perused wares before.
All right. And is it like a permanent thing or part-time? Or?
No, I don't know, a few minutes. Like I said, I've never looked seriously into purchasing any of it.
Okay. Just... Well, you know, obviously someone could end up with a lot of enemies.
Of course.
Just, well, myself, you know, dealing with, you know, being friends with the king, and I'm just worried about keeping my students safe.
Well, I think you're better equipped for most for that particular avenue of conversation.
For sure, it's just can't always be around, right?
Right.
And that's
But
tends
you
to
have
be
your
the-
enchantments.
Yeah. Either way, I just wanted to chat.
I'm gonna make an insight check with him, because this is outside the norm. Not enough for him to be, like, seriously suspicious, but...
He made an insight?
Yeah.
Okay, what did I get?
9.
That's an 8 charisma?
He rolled
Or
above
deception?
you, but given how close you are and how natural the conversation's been, it's, like, enough for him to, like, kind of look, but he didn't really get high enough above you to really dive into any suspicions. Maybe just, like, a few things seem a little out of place, but he would probably chalk it up to the subject of conversation or something unimportant that he doesn't need to dig into if you're not willing to share.
The other thing I've been trying to get some information is if you knew anything about a figure I found recently named Aethgar. He was in the one who came up in the sky.
No.
Never heard anything of him?
I mean, I remember the figure in the sky. There was two. One old man and another elven gentleman.
The one was Hall, right? Hal?
Yeah, Master Hall is.
Yeah, the one of them was Master Hall. I know him.
Right.
I recently, maybe more of a call out. If you're able to track down any information about an Aethgar,
I can approach the information broker and see what they have. I'll pass the price on to you if they charge me
sure,
for it.
I would do it myself. I just don't feel super comfortable going to the guild
Why?
after all the business with Lorelei.
You're welcome in the guild. Marion. The guild doesn't hold grudges. They take retribution where it's needed and dole out punishment where it must be. Other than that, you're a member in good standing.
All right. Another question for you.
Ask away.
Say if somebody wanted to retire,
Right.
how, you know, I'm obviously, maybe it's come up or something, but I'm not saying I am. I'm just, you know, if someone was to want to maybe not do this anymore, how do they do that?
This being guild work.
Sure.
Stop taking commissions.
Okay.
Stop
But you're still
going to the board.
affiliated, right?
You're always a thief.
So is there any way to become unaffiliated?
I mean, you swore to the whispered law. You'll always be bound by it and treated under it. But
Okay.
simply step back. Stop dealing with the guild. If people come asking for your expertise from the guild, turn them away. You're under no obligation to provide it.
Okay. But once in, you're always under the whispered law.
You are, as you swore,
Okay.
governed by the whispered law.
For sure. It's just...
It also protects you. I mean, there's not much reason not to be. It keeps your tower from being a target for thieves.
True. Well, it's good to, just sometimes when you're working for other people, and it hasn't come up yet, but you never know when someone else has something, let's just say for the king, for example, or someone like that, wants information that I have that giving it would break the whispered law, but also not giving it could put me in jail or treason or...
I think you're better with the jail. Those can be broken into fairly easily.
Yeah. Alright.
It's the danger of our line of work. Not easy to retire from one's past. It has a tendency to follow people. Sometimes with louder footsteps than others.
True. Other than that, and then I'll just catch up with him.
Yeah, okay, he talks with you a bit, and eventually it looks like your brother's not coming, and it's been nice drinking with you. Perhaps we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, come by the tower whenever you want.
Sure.
You meet
sure.
the students.
I think I've seen them. I'll find some time somewhere here if I can.
Alright. Thanks, Berg. I'll give him a handshake.
Shakes your hand and
Give my
hopefully we
wishes
can
to
find
Clemens.
somebody worthy to replace the loss of you two, and Lyra can finally take over. And yes, I'll pass along your well wishes to Clemens at our next meeting.
And Sorrel? Is that her name?
Yeah, Sorrel.
And Sorrel as well.
Sure, if I remember. Usually when I see Sorrel, you two aren't the first thing that pops to mind.
Something else pops?
I fancy her.
Yes, Berg. I'll see you later.
He nods and
Also,
steps
hey,
in.
I was going to mention to him.
Oh, turns on the
If
spot.
you ever need
He's-
magical...
He sees you start, and you see his hands go, and he kind of spews the string around and says, should we switch to cant if we're going to do it at this distance? As he's now a few feet from the table, and you have to speak a little louder.
Sure, I'll just switch to Ken. I'm just going to be like, if you ever need magical assistance, let me know. There's things I can do that not very many people can.
Okay, yeah. It
And
would,
I'd love to, repay the favor.
he nods and righto, makes his way out, as what you say is something along if you ever need the good hop, you know where to find them.
Yeah.
Just gobbledygook to anybody
Want
else.
some of that good?
But makes perfect sense between the two
As
of you.
Barrick
he
leaves
steps
the
away.
inn.
Barrick steps out of the inn.
Hold person.
All right,
Nah.
13.
Fails.
God, oh, what could have been.
Shadow Blade, Booming Blade, Auto Crit.
I don't need Booming Blade.
You might as well throw it on.
No, I'd rather have 2 attacks.
Alright,
So,
and then
yeah.
I will walk out about 2 minutes after.
Okay,
Barrick.
you finish the drink that he got for you at
Nod
your
to
last
Gideon.
round, and you nod, and Gideon, I didn't get a chance to, as you make your way out before he can trap you in conversation.
There was this one boy.
Turn, one nod, don't look, go, go.
Kids these days. As you make your way out, where is Dre headed to after his moment of outburst in the alley? A few minutes later, outside of the
Gonna
bed and
go-
Bora,
gonna go to the-
fucking kids again! Cleaning up scrap.
Hold person.
10.
Oh my god, stop it. Cause you know when I want to do it, it's gonna be 24, right?
I know, it's every time. Anytime when you try to deceive, it's Dre is faded. I don't know what it is.
Dre's old.
If it's
he's,
important, he rolls a 1 or they roll a 20.
It's gonna go try and track down Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm gonna start at Yeisel's.
Okay. Yeah, you know, and inkling there is, guys, there's a knock at your door.
Sheesh.
I'm a popular person. That's just
It's
gonna
been a day.
walk to the door. and answer it.
Who is it?
I don't know yet.
Oh. Open the door.
I'm doing it.
Oh, fuck. What do you want?
Is Wednesday around?
Yeah, she's upstairs in the room. Wait, are we... Maybe I should have... I'm gonna go check on Tithe.
You should do that. Yeah.
Daddy didn't let anything slip. As Yaisel, you're left facing Dre, are you saying anything to him? Or?
She's upstairs. That's said by Big Red.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna knock on the guest room door.
Okay, you go and knock on
Wait,
the
wait,
door.
let me see if she wants to talk to you. You guys didn't leave off on the best foot. She'll sneak in.
Push Dre out of the way, stealing his knock, because...
Yeah.
What?
Dre's out. And she's like, close the door.
Just go in and...
Dre's outside.
Oh,
And I wanted to make sure you want to talk to him before he came in.
does he look like a fugitive?
I can peek one eye out of the door, an insight check.
Okay. Just roll it, I don't need you to roll anything.
That is a 15.
Okay. Probably more emotion than you're used to
21
seeing on
deception. Dre is happy and fine and everything's great.
Dre. Yondu says LMAO, the one eye.
It's a
Yeah, he does not look like a fugitive. Maybe a little, like, undercurrents of emotion, but not much more than that.
He looks emotional. She closes it again.
You
The
just
door
hear
isn't as
muffled
soundproof as you think it is.
He looks emotional.
Hey, you might as well come in then. If we're talking to you anyways, it might not as well not be through a door. As you step into the room with Yaisel and Wednesday there.
Hey.
Hello? Are we fleeing the city, or what's the deal?
No, we're fine.
As she looks at you for a moment, and then picks herself up off the bed and comes over, pulls you into a hug, and you're a fair bit taller than her. She's just gonna reach up and pull your head down into her shoulder.
I'm sneaking out.
Give me a stealth check. This would be really funny if you roll.
I
poorly.
trip her. Mage hand. What's the most harm do you think you could do to a body with 10 pounds of force?
18.
Okay, you quietly squeak up at the door and just shut it quietly behind you as you get out with her just holding Dre against her. Muffled by your shoulder. Are you alright?
No.
Do you want to talk about that?
Kinda? I don't know.
You want to do it mid-hug, or we could lay down and talk?
Sure. Yeah.
She'll sit down on the bed and pat beside her and
Sit down.
just kind of lays into you.
It just kind of looks down. Sorry, I'm not making your life easier. I just want us to be safe, and everything I do to make that happen makes it worse.
Alright, you good?
Like most things.
You're getting better.
Just go to the bathroom.
On all fronts, I might add. And I'm glad we're not fugitives of the guild.
Yeah, for now.
Oh, don't say for now, Dre.
Yeah, it's fine.
Have you moved your plans forward? Are you planning a hit tomorrow? Because we can stop cuddling and talk about this properly if that's the conversation we're having.
No.
You promise?
Yes.
Hey.
I'm not gonna go
As she's
looking
like
for
making it
trouble.
up and leans back against you. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm not gonna go looking for trouble.
Hey. Right. I mean, to be fair, if I really wanted no trouble, I probably wouldn't hang around you lot.
That's true, yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm glad some sense got through to you.
I don't know, I just feel like I've lost.
What do you mean you've lost? You haven't lost nothing.
I don't know. I don't feel in control of anything anymore. I just kind of get pushed around.
You were awfully in control today. How close did you come to killing him?
I was behind him.
And you didn't. That's an awful lot of control.
I don't. It is. I don't know. Like part of me just wants to be done with all of it and just stop.
Well, what are you doing it for?
I don't know. It was supposed to keep everyone safe, but it just keeps drawing. It keeps drawing people to fight against it.
Well, then stop stealing from people. Breaking into places and it'll go away, I imagine.
Or are they just gonna think it's an invitation to push me around even more?
Who?
Whoever.
Well, I mean, you're a guild member, so that's one defense. And you don't got to do much for that. Plus, you still got the Proudfoots. Nobody's going to come pushing you around unless they're the serious sort. And then you got Yaisel and Berian and Lorelei and Big Red. No, not Big Red so much. But
He just, he doesn't say much, just sort of leans back against her.
she nestles in a little more as you two are just kind of laying, kind of half propped on the bed in that uncomfortable
Yeah, like it's
position.
gonna hurt later.
But just leaned into each other as she's. I think you did good, and I don't know if too hard on yourself is the words, but maybe you think too far into it, make too many connections that aren't there. I don't know, but I think you're doing mighty fine.
Speaking of, you really think I just fuck some random semi-attractive girl who
Did you
walked
see
into
her
me?
tits? And the skin, she's flawless. What do you mean, some girl?
I know very little, but I know this is something that maybe I just shouldn't answer.
She pats your leg, you're learning. As much as I want to force someone out of you, I think I'm just going to take the growth here and take what I got.
Why would I go through all this effort and then just run away with some random person?
I don't know, I've seen all sorts of people go through a lot of effort and throw it away over less.
Not me, I guess.
Hey, for you it'd be an insult, and then
Well, it's
Not
totally,
for me,
It's totally different.
I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're fucking anyone behind my back.
Good.
Right. We'll leave that where that is.
Speaking of,
We should probably go back to the tower. I don't really need to stay here.
yeah. That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
Right, of course you are, you pig.
Yeah.
She stands up and is going to grab your hand and pull you up from the bed.
After you.
Open the door for her as she heads
Oh, I
out.
thought you grab his hair.
Oh, grab his hand. and
Ow, ow,
pull him
ow,
up. As she will head out with you and back to the tower. If there's nothing else to say to her.
Well, nothing more on camera.
All right. I don't think she's in the mood tonight. Wednesday is not one to bounce quickly
It is
back
a
from
it is a
emotion.
half-hearted request.
Yeah, so not one that goes anywhere useful. All right, as we leave that there, which brings us to the next thing that occurs during this period of downtime, which is rapidly coming to a close of the 2 years. Barian, you would start getting letters again from Sharice.
Fine, what is it? Oh! Thank you, Wednesday.
You're welcome. Don't appreciate it.
Sorry?
Nothing.
No, so, what's the...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No.
I'm just
God
overreacting.
damn it,
I've
speak your mind.
I've been a little emotional with what's happened today,
Okay.
and I'm a little on edge on stuff, so
Okay,
it's just...
Wednesday. I'm not good at the whole picking the thing up of the stuff.
I know that.
So just be plain.
I'm being plain. Stop
Okay.
making a big deal out of it.
Yes, I can't. The door opens up with a maid.
She's marching down the stairs.
You're acting awfully emotional.
Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to be emotional.
No,
Marion.
that-
Sorry,
Wednesday-
and getting like further away
And
as
I'm
she
like,
does
I'm
it.
like,
I'll go put it into my kit, cooking and cleaning. Sorry, sorry.
you're welcome to be-
Master Barian.
You're welcome to be emotional. I'm just letting you know that it's what's the word I'm looking for? You're allowed to be emotional. I'm just letting you know that it's an oddity.
Hear the sound of the kitchen door slamming.
What did he say? What
No,
did
she
he say
heard.
to you?
She
He's
heard.
being a cock like usual.
Ugh, wizards.
Fucking lights the grill up.
They do everything by magic and forget that people do nice things for them.
I'm going to curse you every time that you talk down to wizards. Your shoelaces come untied and your belt buckle comes undone.
Well, I'm glad that I can't hear that because I'm a character. Definitely harboring no resentments carrying over from a real life person.
Yeah.
As,
Where's my note?
what's that?
Where's my letter?
Find it.
This is not a handout. Oh, there it is. Yes.
You can
Dear
read it.
Barian, we've given you the keys to the kingdom. Thank you.
I've had the artist sketch my tatas.
Oh my god. As you would have a letter, her apologizing for being gone for some time, and promising she'll tell you all about it next time you guys have a meetup in person, and also suggesting that you guys finally meet her uncle, who is coming to the city.
Oh,
Yanu says, the artist sketch of the tatas, I'm weak. Yeah, it's very good.
wonderful to hear from you. Yeah, it would be lovely to meet your uncle. When would you like to meet?
There would be a suggested meeting in like 2 or 3 days listed on it. This would be probably a few days after everything that went on.
And then just Roscoe to the palace.
Lizzie flies off as you agree to her meeting to meet up in a few days' time. Are you doing anything to prepare in particular?
30 glyphs of warding, all fireball in the room where we are. That's 6,000 gold.
In what room?
Wherever we plan to meet.
In the palace.
Oh, never mind.
You're gonna have a few. There's a few things we're gonna have to role play and deal with. I like your plan.
Look, for the good of the realm.
First one, you're not allowed to be in here.
No, I would.
For the watch.
I don't know why.
Barry would think about it. He's like, I don't really know what I'm going to prepare.
I mean, you don't need to prepare anything. I asked. In case
No,
you
you
had
just
something
need-
in mind.
No, I
Yeah,
would.
yeah,
I
there
would
you go.
just head over.
Well, okay. Last time was what, a 7th level spell? Which needs to be an 8?
The 8th level spells I have, I cannot use on her.
Maze. How about Maze? You go through a nice stroll.
Yeah, but
Running into Minotaur along the way.
They're just butlers.
I
and,
head
like,
over.
But
I don't
lady.
think they'll be very butler-like.
Sober butler.
As a few days later, you put on finery enough to get you admitted into the castle as you go over.
Oh, like I wear my good clothes.
Yes, yeah. As you arrive and the gates are pulled open for you, the guards expecting you as you head in. You're led by a servant not over to the garden this time, but up to a place you haven't visited. You're led into the castle, up to the royal wing, and led up until you are outside of a door.
Oh,
which
I do
has
have a pendant on. Like I have a necklace that strongly of abjuration magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're coming in with abjuration magic coming off of you, you would probably be stopped and questioned about it.
It's just a protective charm.
They seem to believe you and let you pass, as they've been told to let you through, and they know you're a wizard. As Yeah, you notice it like it trips something and people check on it, but you make your way up and you can see a room. The door is closed and standing in front of it are they're dressed in nice armor. It's not ceremonial at all. It is well maintained and clearly meant for combat. They have the insignia of they're not half cloak. They're part of the Northern Guard, which you would know enough about to know by their insignia. And they both look. One of them is a kind of older looking elf. The other one a human in his like early 50s probably. And you can just feel like the aura, as you said, like these are battle hardened. Like these are not like guards in nice armor. These people have seen combat and a lot of it.
Okay.
As they look you up and down and seem to take your measure.
Hello?
One of them bangs on the door twice as you hear Shrews. Yes, it's probably Barry, and let him in.
Thank you.
So they open the door, and you step through, and you can see Charisse sitting there. And you've never been in her room before, but this is indeed her room. It's immaculately well kept. You can see an easel off to the side with some paints laid out about it, and it looks like it's partway through sketching the Shining Towers, like the palace itself. You can already, you immediately recognize the perspective is from the garden where you guys usually meet. There is quite a few books in here, many of them unbound. Like just wrapped like loosely with leather twine instead of actual bindings of any sort. And then sitting with tea and cakes between them is her looking quite in place and a person who looks strikingly similar to the king.
Is he elven? Or human? He's human.
No, the king is a half elf.
Oh, okay. And the queen's a full elf.
The queen is a full elf, and this gentleman is a half elf as well.
Okay.
And he is sitting. You also get the same sense that the same sort of feeling you got from the people outside is the same sort of feeling you get from this general. Like he's clearly honed his skills in combat.
Yeah.
He has a blade on his waist. It looks fairly decorated. At least along the scabbard coming down it. He's not wearing like a lot of obvious armor, but he has a nice kind of like bear fur cloak that comes up the shoulders. You can tell he's a little more filled out than the king is. Like he's definitely seen more training regimen. And the king is no slouch either, but he's got like the muscled shoulders, and you can see the like strength in the arms through the shirt.
And chest is okay.
Yeah, not extreme, but like definitely kept in well shape. He has a little less hair than his brother, going back, but looks a bit younger.
All right.
As you step in and Charisse stands up, welcome back, Marion.
Welcome. And I'd give her a hug. Or no, I would, step like I was going to give her a hug, and then remember...
She steps into it and gives you a hug.
And he's like, oh.
You don't need to worry too much around Uncle, right, Uncle? And gets a kind of a nod of acknowledgement from it. As,
and I'm into her hair, ear. I'm I'm still getting used to the whole,
I forget sometimes it can be a lot, but we're fairly safe to be free with Uncle. Please come sit with us. We were just talking about the North.
And nice, Barian?
Pleasure, Barian.
Nice to meet you.
Agata von Isis.
Agata von Isis, okay. I'll flick my sword back and sit down.
As it would be appropriate at this point to be offered a ring to kiss or something like this, or to kneel. But he asks for nothing of it and doesn't present his hand, just is leaned back comfortably in his chair.
Would I know anything about enough about etiquette and stuff to know if they don't ask for it, it's don't
in this case, you would have to walk over and pull his hand up.
Okay, so I don't approach him.
I'm gonna read the room and just sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah, as it's a fairly easy read as you're sat across from him and he studies you fairly intently. And Charisse turns and... I'm hopeful this goes better than our last get-together with people. Although, the one before that.
Yeah.
Uncle, you'll be polite, right? As polite as I ever am.
When I get a chance, I look at his hands.
Okay.
Not show me your hands.
Right. But you're watching for them. What are you looking for?
Calluses.
Okay.
Just sword.
Make me a perception check.
High five.
And I shook his hand as well, so I would...
He did not shake hands with you.
15.
22.
22. Okay, you keep an eye out. You probably won't notice all at once, but there are definitely calluses you'd expect from somebody wielding a sword, but no signs of field labor or like hoe work or shovel work or stuff like that. Like
Okay.
the very clear marks of somebody practicing with a sword and using a sword.
And the illusion's off the moonblade right now.
Okay.
I've been just keeping it normal lately.
I've heard you're a swordsman as well as a wizard.
Yes, I practice with the blade as well as magic. You look like quite the swordsman yourself.
I dabble.
Do you spar?
On occasion, as he looks you up and down again. You?
When someone's willing.
Is that wise? I don't see why it isn't. I've heard you're an accomplished wizard. Usually that reflects poorly on swordsmanship.
I have been told I have some talent. And I can dull the blades.
As he sizes you up rather carefully, and you see him considering, and you kind of watch the abacus move as he looks keen on it, but you can almost like feel the thought of like, even if this is private,
I'll tell him.
for the reputation if this gets out or something.
I'll tell
as
him. I'll
he
be like,
mulls over, perhaps against one of my generals.
Sure. And I'll just kind of tell. I'll be like, I can understand the whole, if you don't want to. I'm not here to brag. Just looking for worthy opponents.
You can trust him, Uncle. I haven't heard anything about loose lips or such. Perhaps not on a first meeting, but I'd like to see your skill.
But yeah, if you're general, sure. I'd be happy to.
Poor space for it, but we can keep it clean, can't we? As he's like speaking loud, and you can see stepping in is the Elven man.
I'll look at Charisse and like eyebrow raised, like, huh? Okay, no.
Let me put my easel away as she gets up and starts to collect her easel, and you see her looking around and picks up some teacups and like moves them out of the way. And she gets about like 2 steps into the teacups before some servants come in from a side door and start picking stuff up and moving them out, and she
Alright.
sits down. And her uncle will push the table out of the way and move his chair next to her, and you can see his hand goes down to his other hip, and there is a small like parrying blade there as he just has his hand resting on it and is sitting next to Charisse now in case something untoward comes in their direction.
I'll pull up my blade and be like, in mentally to it, alright, time to shine.
As it starts to glow.
And I'll ask it to, no. That wasn't like the intention.
I know.
This becomes a lightsaber.
I'll like, can you dull yourself?
As you watch the blade kind of dull itself down.
And then I'll go to his sword. Do you mind if I dull it?
He pulls out his sword, and he has like quite a thick blade, but it is just bladed on one side as he flips it in his hand. And he puts the point like low to the ground in a ready stance and stands across from you as you stare over at the elf, who's probably got a few hundred years on you.
All right. I will, get into my stance, bonus action blade song.
Okay. As your blade song takes hold around you, you can feel the hum in the air heighten. You watch him readying himself.
And I just feel like I don't hum anymore when I do it. I've reached and I just feel like the vibrations around. And like when I'm holding the sword, it was like the final piece like that was missing. It was like I've been playing with a piano that's been untuned my whole life, but once I have the sword, it's like
everything amplified and corrected.
It's and the acoustics are just perfect.
No words pass between the two of you. You get the sense that this is something that is meant to test your swordsmanship, not your magic.
Okay, would blade song be considered?
I think blade song would be well within the purview of your swordsmanship.
Yeah, I don't consider that magic so much as more of an ability.
It's wizards.
Magical, but
this isn't even magic at this point.
I think you would probably be
It's so
disappointed if
low
you
level.
didn't blade song, given it's a famous trait of yours. Go ahead and roll me initiative,
It's barely even a cantrip.
and just let me know if you roll a nat 20 or not, because that is what we're at.
9.
Nat 20.
Okay.
As that hum you feel in the air shifts, as he's barely moved, but you can feel the muscles like coil and tighten. As the moment Agata says, "Well, I suppose we begin," he's already like flashing towards you.
Okay.
Heavy sword moved with a quickness you don't expect, as he is going to cut towards you.
Okay.
Okay. Really good start on the initiative. Really poor start on the rest. As that is a 14 to hit you.
Misses.
Okay. Second attack. A 12 to hit you.
Misses.
Third attack. A 24 to hit you.
That one will hit. Now, shield would be out of purview for this. I think.
Shield would probably be pushing it.
Would what?
Shield would probably be pushing it on the magical
Okay.
end. As the blunt of the blade comes and strikes against you. Not even roll damage. He's not pulling his attacks, but he is like using the blunt of it and not aiming for anywhere lethal. As your shoulder gets hit, you have two quick exchanges that you kind of deftly parry, and he does a spin, and you're not expecting the speed from the side of the blade he's using, and it's suddenly at your shoulder, and there's the ring of pain as it hits you. As he pulls it up to parry as it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna step back quick.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. And then I'll come back in and attack.
Okay, you step back. He goes for a stab, but you manage to parry as you're not like retreating enough for him to really get a shot in here.
I'm gonna go like and hit back for his side.
Okay, go ahead and roll a hit as you swing, taking the opening you've made.
6.
18.
18, okay. Normally, with the blade swung that far out from your parry, there's no way a sword this size would get back in time, as you find it meeting your blade and pushing it across his body before you can strike him.
Fair. 4.
16.
You're rolling like he is. As he takes a step back, your next one, sweeping low to try to cut under his guard, just misses as his feet are suddenly out from next to you. Do you have more attacks?
No, I don't.
Okay. As he takes you up there, and he is going to go for a like a stab that doesn't fit the style he's using, but you read it in time, as a 13 is not enough to get through your guard. You spin out of the way of it as a 26.
That'll hit.
Okay, as you spin from that, and you suddenly, as you finish the spin, find him much closer than you expected, as you take the hilt of his blade to the shoulder, a little bit higher, and he would have like clicked you across the chin with it, as he's now moved in close and is going to go for a thrust with the hilt after that as well.
Okay.
21.
That'll miss.
Okay. As
So when he comes in for that in close, I'm going to like prop his elbow up and flick around behind him.
Okay, yeah. As he gets the one like against your shoulder that could have been in the chin, pulls back for a thrust, and you just roll against him as it puts you behind him, and he turns, and you can see a little flicker of respect in the eye as you avoid that one.
6.
18. Okay.
Just hurl it at your sister.
I came back!
Use me.
Where'd it go?
Use me. All right. Well, he figures this out. I really have to use the washroom.
That was really close, by the way.
Shouldn't get in my dice anger.
I'm out of candy, chat.
Oh no.
What did chat want?
Well, I wanted candy.
I'll just roll this. What did I get?
Hmm?
What did I get?
We'll have to wait.
Okay. Can you just tell me so that I can be ready? Okay.
No, but I'm standing firm. You won't know. I am the bearer of the knowledge.
Sure.
I'm currently the bearer of the nosebleed.
Aww.
Now, like, it's clearly fucking all over my face.
Ooh.
She's if Lunette dies. More like when.
Call Catherine Linton.
Oh, okay. You have so little faith in me as a tank.
I'm the healer.
Okay.
Die.
Sorry, just I have to make this quick.
Oh no. Yaisel, I actually had something I wanted to deal with you, which we
Hi.
can cut to.
Hi.
As you're in your home, and probably, oh, I got a wave to me from Yondu. Oh, is it for Megan?
Maybe it's for Megan.
I'm creeping in the corner. Oh, I didn't know you were in the studio. Hi, Megan. Megan is there. No, it's Patrick.
Yes, the studio.
Oh, we thought it was Andrea. So, Yaisel,
Yeah.
you're spending some time with Typh.
Yeah.
And you're sitting with him. Big Red is probably bouncing at the bar.
Yeah.
Needed to get out of the house. Needed something else to do. As sitting with Typh, playing with him, and he's kind of just crawling around next to you. He's starting to like move a little bit, and you hear him start to play with sounds. as he's gone from just like the baby as none of it sounds like any words in particular, but you notice Tyth starting to like play with speaking, play with language.
Mama.
You see, Mama, like looking at you.
Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Ow. Mama. Mom. Mom. Mom.
So you're just trying to coax him into a mom, and it's like, it's getting close. And never quite there. Like, he's just starting to, like, play with language and see what these sounds are that everyone is making.
Weird note is, yeah, I suppose was also Lorelai's plan for the day, so she would
Oh!
show up at some point.
Okay, you show up, and you would see probably, like, a red-eyed Yaisel at this point, who's been sitting way too long, and the baby has lost interest in your guys' conversations, like, playing with stuff, and she's just like, Mama, to Tyth, who is now playing with, like, blocks in his room.
Hi, how's it going?
Huh? Oh. Hi, give me a second. Mom. He's starting to talk.
I think he knows who you are.
No, he's starting to talk.
Oh?
Yeah. We're not saying anyone else's names.
Lo-
We're not saying no one names.
Mama.
Just still playing his blocks and looks at us, he's like,
That's close. That's close.
He went Mom.
Ooh.
Mhm.
It's like an upside down.
Yeah.
It's basically there. You just flip him over.
I'm not. Well, he actually kind of enjoyed it.
I
Big
have
Red
a
does
spell
it.
for that.
Big Red just holds him by his feet, and he's like, ah.
probably uncover like, like toss him up.
So what I get?
You probably would have got mad if you were like, "There's an ogre, real tough. You need to drop them a few times."
Well, I just wanted to stop by and help. See if you needed any help with anything.
No, it's been surprisingly quiet, suspiciously silent. I'm tweaking out, man. Nothing's going on.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's just like raising a kid in Red Works. That's my life now. Am I old?
No.
Insight check. She's reaching her existential crisis. You know how many natural ones I've gotten today?
How many, Runa?
You know, 2. Natural 1 should be once. You know, it's a 1, not a 2.
I'm definitely lying to you. Definitely lying to you. Yep. You're so old, and everyone thinks that.
You're certain that she is like just trying not to hurt your feelings.
No.
Also, Yondu says Isaac's baby talk is killing me. I'm crying, and then midlife crisis arc. And then Megan also put in all ogre babies start out cute and then gain character as they get dropped more and more. So much
about-
aging so fast.
How about you go and just have a day?
He's gonna say mama though.
There's no way.
Maybe I'll take him on a walk.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, he has to say it soon.
Mhm.
Yeah, if he's not leaving my sight until it's something said.
All right, this is a
This
fine
is
reaction.
It'll be said.
As the scary hot dragonborn lady with all of the scars goes walking with the massive ogre baby through the streets,
Right,
oblivious to what's around her. Mama. Mama. Like, increasingly
I'll just-
desperate.
Maybe I'll just come with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
She's like already putting her on her back.
Megan says, please let his first words be Dada.
Vicar doesn't need that to his ego. It's already
As Baria.
What did I roll?
A 10.
22.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I flick underneath, spin behind him, and poof.
Okay, hitting with the back of your blade and pushing some distance between the two of you as you crack him in the back, and he takes a step to steady himself, whirling back to bring his blade back between the two of you. That's your second attack, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. As he is going to, with this whirl, take a leg sweep towards you as opposed to attacking with blade. That's another 26.
It hits.
As he hits you in the leg, but doesn't put the rest of the pressure into it to actually like knock you over from it, and is going to stand up from there, take another swing. 21.
Misses.
Okay. As after the leg sweep, you're a little more aware, and you're starting to get like this guy is wicked fast and uses stuff that seems to intentionally mislead and misrepresent his speed. And you've clashed with the blade a couple of times, and it's much lighter than it should be.
Okay.
As he's going to take his third swing, natural 20. As he steps up to you, is going to hook behind your ankle and knock you back as you like take like 10 paces back from the stumble, and he brings his weapon up.
Can I do some acrobatics?
Yeah, if you want.
He's going to knock me back.
Yeah.
I'm going to like lean back, like one of those gymnasts.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
just like onto my hands.
Handspring?
And just like not even a handspring, just like fall back, hands, and then just like land back on my feet.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to do a slash onto his knee. Do you want me to roll for?
Yeah,
acrobatics?
make an acrobatics for the move. As you take the momentum he's pushed into you, and instead of a stumble back, you put your hands out to try to catch you and roll over.
So
Why is that open?
we have
Three
to go
and a
back
4.
'cause she's looking for something. While
A
they
3 and a
walk.
4.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't throw them on
Okay,
her.
18. Sorry, 19.
19 is enough to pull off that maneuver. As
Even
you
Varian can get nervous around a princess. I
drop
guess.
yourself onto the feet there. It's not as clean as you'd hoped. There is like some extra momentum. You're used to doing this, not with like a push, but you land sturdily on your feet as you go spinning into a
9.
slice.
That's a 31. 21. Sorry.
I was like, the fuck?
21.
That will hit.
Okay, so slap on the knee.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna and then as I'm coming up, I'm going to just like slide the blade, like kind of tap, and then the second attack would just be like sliding it along his gut off to
Okay.
off his hip.
Okay.
5.
That's 17.
10th roll below a 10 in a row.
He's also been rolling a lot of 4s and 2s, but then that stopped, and he's been rolling a lot higher.
No, I haven't. I've had 2 rolls.
No,
above 6.
this guy. This guy was rolling a lot of 4s and 2s,
Okay.
and now he's not rolling a lot of. As you go to slide that along, and as you cut, you meet the mail hidden underneath, and realize it would have just, like you get the hit in, but realize
Yeah.
it would have just sliced harmlessly against his armor.
So, but then what I do is as I'm coming up, this hand is gonna grab the sword. This hand is gonna pull the dagger from the belt, and I'm just gonna tap. Bonus action, and I'm gonna tap the side of like where his kidney would
Okay,
be.
go ahead and roll a hit. I believe with an unarmed
Natural
like this.
20.
Well, it
It's
doesn't
not
matter.
unarmed. It's a melee attack. It's
Right,
with
but it's an offhanded weapon, right? Because you use 2, so it'd be
Yep.
a bonus action attack.
Yep, bonus
Dual
action
wielding,
attack.
which you don't get your proficiency to.
No, you don't get your damage modifier.
Modifier, okay,
You-
okay, that's
yeah,
how it works,
so
yeah.
it's a natural 20.
And natural 20, as you bring that out, realizing you're sliding across the armor, you push up a little bit to draw the armor up as you bring the dagger up to where you could have like poked the gun. He turns it; it wouldn't have been like fatal, but you get the solid.
And I just like
mark.
tap the back of the blade against.
Yeah, you stab up with the wrong side of it, and you can see a little nod from him as he like spins into it to try to lessen what would have been a nasty blow to the gut. As the sword sweeps up and around, and you guys find yourself facing off as you hear Agata. Well,
I think he
how
wins.
often do you meet his match on the battlefield? As the general straightens himself a little bit, and the elf looks over. Never, I would say.
Never.
And sheaths the weapon once again,
Sheath,
hangs
my,
heavy on the hip.
my dagger and sword. You're very skilled.
Thank you, I've had
Well
much
deserving of your
practice.
position.
He bows to you. It
And
was
I-
a pleasure to fight a blade singer.
I'm gonna ask because like not very many people know about blade singing, right?
It's not like super hidden knowledge, but it's also not like there are stories about them and legends about them, but it's not like a really common, ever-present myth. It'd
Yeah.
be like a 12 on a history roll, so that gives you a sense.
I'll smile at him. I'm like, you're very fast. 3-2. It's always a good feeling to get humbled.
I wouldn't call it humble, but I do take my victory.
I'm gonna look at his blade. Mithril.
No,
What is it? It's obviously far lighter.
as he takes it, switches to the blade style. I don't usually exchange many hits, as he just smashes it against the ground, and the blade shatters around it, and there is a piece of rod inside it with spikes coming out of it. And you watch, they're almost like they move, they're metal, but they're almost like have give. If this were to hit you properly, it would sink in and be like somebody pulling a chainsaw through you as he
Like
drew.
a barb out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a rod with barbs all over it, and it's a like a weakened blade on this that's just meant to hide it and shatter it. You can imagine if you were fighting him on the battlefield, it would be, big weapon, armored guy. We're going to trade some blows, and next thing you know, this would be in your side, and then your side would be missing from your body, but he'd only get one of them before he'd have to switch weapons or start swinging this thing.
That is ruthless. And ingenious. Who made that for you?
I crafted it.
You crafted it. Or, sorry, is that what he said?
Yeah, he said I crafted it.
All right. I'll nod at him, go back to the table.
Now,
Well,
he has...
this seems like a good time for a good old-fashioned stretch. Don't mind me, gents.
Oh! Megan, do you boys stretch? Oh, I need it. My back is hurting. Like crazy.
That's a smart one, Megan.
Thank you.
Yeah, good one. Nobody's coming to stretch on you.
Yeah, so I'll nod at him and
He makes his way back to the
Yeah,
door
to the table.
and returns your nod as Agata will just kind of pull the table out with a sort of casual ease, sitting. Yadu says, back is hurting from carrying this damn campaign on your back. Thank you, Yadu. As you're left sitting with the princess once again, who, by the way, looks genuinely very impressed. Not
Right.
intended as a show-off, but is genuinely like a little bit of flush
Ooh.
to the cheek.
okay. Is the room a little
Do
more
that to
humid?
me sometime.
No, probably not that. The room is not more humid, but no, there's a little flush that quickly she masters.
I
and
wonder
goes,
if he goes
Agata
to people.
puts you down and or motions you to sit,
I sit.
and picks up a cup, and we'll pull out a flask and pour a little bit into it and offer it to you.
Accept it. What are we drinking?
I can't remember what I put in there last. Probably something elven, as he calls out, and you can see the elf look through with a kind of like when you're like a little disappointed, but it's like playful. Just like that sort of look, and nods at him. Something elven, and brandy doesn't deign to poke his head back in at that.
I'll take a sip.
My general's a better taste than I. As he brings the tea, he's like spiked his tea with it and brings his tea to his lip.
Oh yeah.
Are you doing the same, or do you just want to sip from the flask?
I'll do like the tea kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, you spike your tea. The flask is very ornate. It's like a metal piece with a bunch of it's got like a lion's face on it, and then the mane kind of spreads around the top of the flask.
And I'll offer Sharice.
I think I'm all right. Thanks.
All right. Slide it back. Cheers.
He'll clink with you and take a sip of his tea, and it's quite nice stuff. Whatever it is
Okay.
you've added, maybe brandy, probably brandy. But yeah, it's
All right.
it goes very well with another drink. It's not overpowering; it adds flavor, but you can feel the alcohol kind of hit you. There's like that warmth that goes with it, without all the burn.
That's very nice.
I thought so as well.
Nobody comes.
You're a credit to wizards with your fighting.
Thank you. People, I think it helps when people underestimate you a lot too. You're like his blade there. They're not expecting that. They see a wizard. They're like, oh god, Jesus, we'll just walk over him.
Indeed, it is a useful strategy on the battlefield.
Yeah, but you know what? It's nice fighting without magic because it really there's still holes in my skill that I need to fill. So,
The endless journey of a swordsman.
and I'll just
Patching the
ask him
holes.
about himself and.
Oh, well, I'm sure Charisse has told you all about it. She shakes her head. Very well. I thought it better if you got to talk to him yourself without a bunch of background.
Hold on, this could be fun. Charisse,
Yes.
tell me about your uncle
She's my backup.
in 3 sentences.
As Agata turns to her and cries, "Yes, Charisse. Tell us about your uncle in 3 sentences." This begs for a haiku, but I will hold myself back.
Don't get me tempted. I put haikus into the messenger group, and they tell me I'm having a stroke. I even wrote I even wrote a haiku about writing bad haikus, and it was 484.
Let me recite it.
Oh no!
He's also taking credit for that like it was his idea.
Megan helped.
The truth comes out!
Airport
So
poetry.
Megan's insane.
Airport poetry. Flight delayed. No refund here. Hotels full. My fear. Shitty haiku. Do not fully understand rules. Anger is near. Jurassic World view. Dinos munching, fleeing men. Hunger abated. Daniel, I think you're having a stroke.
Daniel, I think you're having a stroke.
The best haiku among the 3. 4. As he turns and she... Uncle is a strong and capable man
Okay.
of good judgment and little ambition. In the most friendly... Well, now I'm going into 5 sentences, but...
Strong and capable man. Okay, 1.
Of admirable ambition and poise
Okay.
and a friend.
And a friend. Alright. Now, describe me to him in 3 sentences, and then we have the introductions done, and we're good to go.
I withdraw from the combat.
He just laughs a little bit.
I rule a small garrison from Thum.
Thum.
Yeah.
I've only been a couple times.
Well, if you go to the center, you'll find a modest palace, and that is where I live.
I think I've seen the palace when I went to Thum.
Yeah, you saw it from the distance.
Okay.
Modest doesn't really fit it, but it's nowhere near the Shining Palace.
No, but it's, yeah. Modest, yeah. Awesome. I was not prepared for this.
You can speak very freely with me.
Okay.
I keep the to do about the court for the courtroom,
Sure.
especially among swordsmen. What rumors have you heard? I'm sure there's many. Chased out of the capital by my brother.
No, this is news to me. Chased out of your capital because he was worried about you, or worried because of you?
Well, he was busy slaughtering our father, and I was not a good candidate to keep near with so much contested over the throne.
He killed his father?
Oh, you missed quite a bit.
I'm relatively new here.
Well, I love court gossip, but I prefer not all the subterfuge. Yes, our father was, well, he was a famed warlord, and established much of the Tamaran Empire that you see,
Yeah.
although my brother finished it. He was, well, briefly a puppet for the church. I watched them sink their claws into him, and they decided that our father was not a good fit for the throne, and so they raised my brother up to it, and it ended in combat.
And you were able to escape and not become a part of the church puppetry?
I was always the younger brother, but I needed to be moved out back in the days he was still under their control, lest I become a rallying point, which I never had any intention of being, but, well, Queen Mother makes the decisions.
Queen Mother makes the decisions. Hestia?
Hestia, yes.
She's an interesting one.
Ah.
Did I tell you the story about how we accidentally blew up a fireball in her face and she didn't even blink?
Well, that's a first for her, I'm sure, but she only blinks when she wants to.
True. I've seen statues blink more.
I wouldn't watch her that closely if I were you. Anyway, so I moved to Thum, and eventually, well, the church ended up under his thumb, and now he's the Pope.
That's a reversal.
Well, they put him to Pope, but I don't think they expected his acumen, and if they really wanted control, it's not my father they needed to kill.
Yeah. It usually works like that. I think I look at Charisse, like, how come you haven't told me all these?
Charisse looks deeply uncomfortable.
Why the sour face?
No, sour face.
Sorry.
Sometimes Uncle speaks a little freely about
Insert
things.
adjective face.
Sometimes Uncle speaks a little freely about things, and not at all biased, are we, Uncle? I saw what I saw.
Hey, look, your grandpa was a warlord.
He dislikes Queen Mother, and I think you do her disservice with your speech. The history is true, perhaps from a particular perspective, colored.
Well, my father's a psychic. So,
Want to trade?
I
just think my brother would have a harder fight.
I suppose. Yeah, no judgment, Charisse.
Good. And if this could stay in this room... No, let them spread it. Most people know it already. No, I assure you they don't know it already. And I
Don't
can
worry,
name maybe 2 people who would speak like you do about the situation.
All right, don't worry. I'll only tell Gideon.
Who is Gideon?
Oh, from the Bedenbor.
He's a former adventurer. I know him by name. Boar Slayer he goes by, yes?
Yes.
And maybe don't tell Gideon.
Still telling the story. When's the last time you heard the story?
I've never gone to meet him.
Oh,
but
okay.
he was a bit before my time, but acclaimed.
Well, the boar's gained about 400 pounds since I moved to the city.
Oh,
And
they
it's
do
about 2
fatten up
feet
in
taller.
death.
Yeah. It's one of the fishing tails, one armed, that long.
Yes. Like I said, well known for fattening up in death.
I'll tell her. I'm not going to tell anyone, Charisse.
Good. And she looks over at a timepiece on the wall. And, Uncle, I do think you'll need to meet Queen Mother soon. Yes, well, as he lifts himself. A pleasure, Marion.
It was nice to meet you. Let me know if you're ever willing to have that duel.
Maybe stop by a few times in Thum and we can chat.
All
As
right.
long as it doesn't get you in trouble.
Sounds good.
Nobody would want you conspiring for the throne with me.
No, we're good. I usually only stop in Thum when I have to get ice and snow to build my simulacrums.
The mountains are close.
Yeah.
Closer than anywhere else. Well, there's no accounting for Gearhammer. Uncle, if you dally, you will be late. I'm going. As he starts walking out the door. As just a kind of backwards wave from the hand as he steps out the door, and you can see the 2 generals come into step behind him and start to follow him out.
All right. Turn back to her.
Really, please, if this could stay in this room.
I'm going to grab her hand.
She looks at you like a little surprised, colors her face, but she doesn't pull away as she lets you
And
take
I'm
her
just
hand.
like, it's fine. If we're going to get to know each other and be closer, I'd rather find these things out with you and around you than from someone else.
I suppose it's better than court gossip. That's my uncle. What do you think of him?
He's great. He's far better than Bran. And his general, very capable. Terrifying.
Yes.
That sword is... I don't envy
It's
the person.
earned him a poor reputation.
I could see that. It's like when they build daggers that break off.
Yes,
Or
exactly
barbed
like it.
arrowheads. Yeah.
If you want more courtroom gossip, few consider him a general, and mostly would attach assassin to him.
Okay. Good to know.
Sadly, his fame has taken him off of, well, people have become wise.
I'm not very good at hiding when you're a famous assassin.
He's not an assassin, truly. He does fight out in the open, just with less honor than many would give him. I'm sure a certain goddess would be displeased.
Sure. Sounds like you're displeased.
No, I don't begrudge him it. I reserve my opinions about war. It is sadly necessary for some things and always ugly.
True. Your dress is very beautiful.
Thank you. Your suit looks fine as ever.
No, thank you. How have you enjoyed your familiar?
It has been interesting. I have grown more fond than I expected to.
Is he around?
No, I have given him leave to appear when he wants to, so...
Oh.
But, and she points over, and you can see there's a bit of a nest that has been, like, collected in the corner, against what looks like the, like, changing screen that you would have.
Mm-hmm.
And, against it in the wall, there's a bit of a nest that has been crafted there.
I'll pop Roscoe in.
I think that they wouldn't like that.
Oh, who?
They don't even let me touch it.
They don't let you touch your familiar?
No, their nest.
Oh. I didn't put Roscoe in the nest.
Oh, I thought you said you
No,
were
I just popped Roscoe in. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what? And I'm like to Roscoe, I'm like, well, if he shows up, you can say hi to your friend.
Hoots at you and kind of looks around the room and flies over and starts pecking at a cookie.
I like throw him a piece of cheese.
Catches that out of the air. As, yeah, you guys would have a kind of relaxed evening.
Where have
unless you've gone.
you been? What have you been up to?
Right. Well, me and Queen Mother went to see if we could do anything about the orcs.
What's going on?
Well, I mean, there was the war against Carr, and we've pulled back since, but
Yes.
things are tense, and Father hasn't given up on it, and it's prudent to see where things are at.
Is he still wanting the war?
I'm certain he would resume it if he thought it appropriate, but given the loss of the Adventurers Guild, it would be unwise.
Yeah, not having the support.
It's a difficult situation, and they are a strange people.
Well, you know the Adventurers Guild, like, if they come north of the wall, I'm sure the Adventurers Guild would protect.
Oh, if someone's
Empire.
paying them enough for it, I suppose. And in retrospect, it was a poor decision to rope them in. But we went to see what could be made of their positions, but most of the tribe leaders are unwilling to let much go in front of us. Fairly fruitless, although I'm sure Mother has a different perspective. Queen Mother, sorry.
Can she hear you in here?
Who knows?
That's terrifying. Good point. Queen Mother.
Not appropriate for you to say.
What should I call her then?
The Queen?
Hestia? No,
The Liege?
the Queen.
The Hestia is fine,
Okay.
although somewhat assumptive.
Okay. My liege. Queen. Sure. Got it.
So that's what we were up to. It was not,
How was your sister? Your sister called you away when we were on our date there.
Oh, she wanted to play.
And, okay. Can I make a request?
I shall do my best.
In the future, when your sister calls you away to play, can you please not leave like someone has been murdered in your family?
I am entirely not in control of that.
Oh, she...
Pulled me through, yes.
Okay.
Gently, which took some speaking with about her in the past, but yes.
Wow, she's very powerful.
It's, not a safe avenue of conversation among my family.
That's okay. Is she, like, is it a wizard thing, or is it like a blood sorcery
don't
type thing, or?
No, Father knows more about it. It seems to be from his line.
Okay.
But, it's not been seen in a long time if we leave it there.
All right. And I'll just chat with her.
Yeah,
and
she-
try to get like to know her better, and like just like let down the walls and like
Yeah, and
show
it's-
affection.
It's effective for the most part. She's becoming more and more comfortable with you, and a couple of times it feels appropriate to like reach for a hand or something like that. Which last few months, she'd probably chat with another like 20 minutes or so before duty calls. I suppose Mother's not going to want to talk to Uncle alone forever.
All right. Mind if I pop by and just say hi to Hestia quick on my way out?
I don't suggest it.
Okay. Good point.
You're welcome to, but I don't relish being in the same room as her and Uncle.
Oh, they don't get along.
On the surface, they're fine, but I don't think he's ever quite forgiven her for banishing him to Thum.
Yeah. All right. Well, farewell.
Farewell, Varian. I hope to see you soon. All right.
Give her a hug and walk her to the door.
She'll give you a hug, and you walk her to the door, and a servant closes it behind you as she heads out, and your paths eventually part as the servant will step out in front of you once she turns off another pathway and leads you back out of the castle.
Thank you.
As we come back to a certain shopping dragonborn, baby on hip, Mama.
How much more do you want to buy?
No, I wasn't going shopping at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
where
Oh,
did
no,
I
you
get
were
all
for a
these
walk.
bags of
Yeah.
goods from?
They were just going for a
Finish
walk.
the scene, Rudolph.
Return them?
As Jessica has joined you somewhere along the way and is no, don't return
Our
them.
savior.
I want them. Yeah, I wouldn't have
Wow.
asked you to grab them if I didn't want them.
All right. Well, could
Can you
carry,
look away from your baby for like 2 seconds and
Could-
pay attention to what's
could you-
happening
could
around
you?
you?
Carry half
It
of
is.
them, maybe.
No, that's what you're for.
I am looking.
You left me alone for like 3
I
weeks.
command the powers of a divine being at my beck and call.
Good, call her. She can help carry. I also want that.
I'm looking for the Dragonborn that what is arbitrary showed me.
Okay. Just walking about the inner run or the outer run?
Wherever I know carts go, like with goods.
Both, but the outer run has the Mar.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you head out that way to the Mar and are kind of walking around with like your eye out for this and like very much focused on the baby. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask a big favor. Lorelai, just grab it.
Both
gonna
of
ask
them?
Yeah, of course, but I want the purple and the black. They're for totally different. I'm gonna ask a big favor. Please never say mama in front of me again. It's not gonna happen. He's like 2 months old.
But he's starting to talk.
He's starting to play with words. He's a little baby. It's gonna come when it comes, and if I hear it again, I'm gonna leave.
Okay, I was like, are you gonna threaten me?
I can't threaten you. You're scary as hell, but I will get back to you in little petty ways, probably among your friends.
Please don't.
I'm gonna fuck your dad.
You know, I don't deal with drama well. They won't go far.
Good. Okay, so we're agreed? Oh my
Data. I just
god. She like wrings an imaginary neck.
I'm kidding.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna make you pay for my dress.
Which one?
Both. Well, the purple one is probably more expensive. No, they're the same price. It's the
can't-
same dress. Okay, yeah, they're the same price. I'm new to the having money thing, alright? Petition
People-
for baby's first words to betray. Also, Yondu's gonna lurk for the rest of the show. Need to trash run. Okay, love you.
People are gonna see me with all
Won't let
this
me type
and
ooh.
think I'm all stuck up.
And think that you are serving the community. I am a known member of...
Yeah, and I'm
The
sure all
downtrodden
of the
and the
people
trash.
who owe money to you are just big fans.
I would imagine I'm very fair.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for the
I mean, you could be
Dragonborn.
more generous.
Make me a perception check. I could, and then I would lose money, like your other guy.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine,
The
Lorelai.
money isn't there to make money, it's to help people.
I'm helping people by having more money to help people with, 1. 2, if people think it's a handout, they're going to abuse it. If they have to actually pay for it, they're going to think twice, blowing it on caps. 3, don't even get me started about your reputation for the few moments you lent money.
I did. Look, one person took it all and ran, and you didn't let me start it up again. That
Because
means-
there was a line. A line to be next person to take it all and run. Oh, Copper's raiding with a party of 7. Hello, Copper.
Hello.
Hello, Copper's friends. Welcome.
Hello.
We are rapidly approaching the end of our session. To catch you up to speed, we're currently on a walk about the Outer Run, which is the outer district of the city they're in, with Yaisel, our Dragonborn, and Lorelei, our cleric here. Yaisel with her ogre baby on the hip. She has just been convinced strongly to stop trying to get it to say mama, and she is currently keeping an eye out for her father.
I'm like looking for him.
Thanks for
That's why
checking
I
in,
know.
though. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
welcome. Copper says, "Hey, Adventure Corp! Hello, hello. Yes, ogre baby. Yeah, yeah. Not physically possible, but she made a deal with dark powers, and it happened.
Tampering from the
Yeah.
So I lost a little bit of money. It doesn't matter, we have so much of it.
For dresses and nice things, and to actually make a difference instead of make a bunch of rich kids for 2 days.
They,
Lorelai, I can't stress enough how much you're going to lose this argument.
but
Like, there's how much I could stress it, and then there's how wrong I would be, because it's not enough. You look like an idiot. You didn't really do much of any good at all. Somebody ran off with your money. By the way, I've seen them. They're broke again.
are
And
they-
I'm doing much better than you did. Deal with it. You're great at what you do, and I apparently am great at this. It's my one thing besides whoring, so I think we can give me it.
yeah, you're very good at it. No one's arguing against it.
Copper says dark powers make anything possible. Yeah, it was quite fun. Copper says we pulled a giant ogre zombie into a 40-foot deep moat with thorn whip, and it almost smooshed me. Oh. Barian actually had a sword fight with the king. Has a brother who rules the north. Was visiting. Barian's dating the king's daughter, the princess, and had a little bit of duel with one of his generals, which was quite exciting. He got 3 hits into his 4 or 2 hits.
3 to 2.
Yeah, you got 2 hits into his 3, but it was quite an exciting battle.
I can't roll above a 6.
He legitimately cannot roll above a 6. For a while there, neither could the other guy, and then he turned it around quite...
Yeah.
one could almost say he's king in the north. No, he is very decidedly not king in the north. What got revealed was that he got sort of banished quietly to the north so that he wouldn't compete for the throne, even though he had no desire. Copper says, I'd love to stay for more. I got like 10 minutes to work. You'll have a good one. Bale, good night. Lovely to see you. If any of you missed it, it's not on YouTube yet, but we did have Copper as a special guest for our last Adventure Talks. It'll be up soon if you want to check out our YouTube and subscribe so you see when it comes up.
And we do this every Wednesday. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, welcome.
So what do we have left of downtime?
So we have our perception check from Yeisel.
No.
You're looking about.
I pray to arbitrary.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the guy you showed me.
You reach out to that tenuous grip that leads to another universe between this god that once invaded your own. That guy you once showed me.
Where is he?
You feel the unusual turning. Often you get feelings from arbitrary or a chuckle. You can feel the turn of conversation as he turns to you, and there's some mirth with closer than you think.
Is this just out in the market?
Yeah, she's just like.
Yeah, just praying as she walks. Probably a little, like, unfocused as you start a dialogue with the god.
You
of
can do it
kings.
internally. It wouldn't have to be out loud.
I appreciate it if I got it. One more hint.
I don't think you'll meet him first.
Zuli.
Let's
She's
say,
gonna look around for her mother.
You go glancing for your mother. She is nowhere to be seen around you, and did not try to come on this walk with you.
That's a 43 insight. You looking for something?
Yeah.
You just said yeah, like 5 times, so
Yeah.
6?
You want help?
No, it's okay.
Do you want a dress?
Sure, yeah.
I've never been able to do the shop therapy thing they talk about, but it is working.
It better be.
Watching the
You're like buried under the stuff that Jess is getting you to carry at this point.
Years of repressed poverty. Wash it away.
It's literally. She's fairly good with her money, but she's decided what is spending money and is spending it freely.
Money doesn't make happiness, but it creates the opportunity.
As you get led along, and she's like, okay, I think this dress would go with your eyes. I think this one would go with your scales, so
Yeah.
probably both.
Okay. Are we trying them, or are we just buying them, or...
Probably try them, because I don't know how tails work with dresses.
They're a lot
I
better
imagine
than
not a
pants.
problem. Worse with pants.
Yeah, okay.
I also want to see you in it, so...
One of the sales associates was like, she should take the scarf too. He's like handing a scarf. It'll go in between the eyes and
Swear
scales.
to God, if you try and upsell us one more time.
I'm not talking to you.
I am talking to you.
Excuse me? Watch your tone with my friend?
Sorry. Would you like the scarf?
No, I think we're alright.
Would you like a dress?
I've got a few. She, like, points over to Lorelei's thing.
Well, we got this one just hot in from car.
Wow, guys, I'm in my dress.
You come out, she's like, I was right. Yeah, it goes really well with your scales.
Great.
Spin,
How are you
spin.
so good
what-
at colors?
I literally needed people to come to me and be attracted to me to make money
Good for
for
you.
years. So, dress from car. It's a yes. Yeah. we
Yeah,
do
he
need
pulls
that
it
one.
off. We've one from Camondale as well. It's red silk.
One dress. No, I don't need
No.
the red.
He shows it.
We're leaving.
Just the one dress. Thanks.
Okay, there you go.
She'll buy it from you and carry on.
You got a stink eye from Lorelai.
He just smiles.
What the fuck was with that guy?
I don't know. I think he was into you.
Probably. I love it. You're not allowed to take it off.
Okay.
When are we gonna do our night? We're supposed to go out.
Oh,
I
Like-
don't know. I'm free, sort of.
The
after
4
work.
of us? Are you bringing the baby?
no.
Okay. Right answer.
I don't drink around.
Tomorrow, we can get the whole, like, all 4 of us can go. We can do the mud baths again. Those were lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Let's get this to your house, and maybe a few trips, and I can get it to my house. As you guys make your way back to Yaisel's
I cannot
mansion.
show up. Dre will make so much fun of me if I'm still wearing this stupid wizard hat.
I think it looks cute.
It's mostly for a gag for Barian anyways. She takes it off your head
Thank you.
and, like, folds it up. As you guys get back to Yaisel's mansion, unload the
Seamless.
monstrous amount of things you have
Seamless.
on you. With plans for tomorrow evening to get you, your Lorelai's lover, who is only allowed to be around Jess if she's shifted into her other form, as she does not get along with her actual appearance.
Schizophrenia just flavored in a
No,
positive
for,
way. No?
for the new folks here, Lorelai had a rocky relationship. Jess is very protective of her and hates her girlfriend for leaving her in shambles. She came back and used magic to disguise herself to befriend Jess as her alter ego, who Jess grew to like. And then when it got revealed to Jess that this is not her, she has reluctantly decided to try and become friends with her. She still cannot deal with her in a regular form and demands that she show up as Tavani, her alter ego. So that's what we're going to come back to next Wednesday. We're going to leave it there, have a little girls' night out there before we move on to other things. We are rapidly nearing the end of this downtime period where we've been skipping pretty rapidly through 2 years. Pretty rapidly is a misnomer, but
Decently rapidly.
compared to
Like a month and a half in
Yeah.
real time.
yeah, but rapidly compared to a session where like a week can take a month and a half. So, thank you very much for joining us, folks from Copper Cabell. Drop us a follow. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok. We've got a Discord up if you want to come chat with us. We've got lots of great D&D ideas on there as well. And then every Wednesday, 6 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you're going to find us here on Twitch. Every other Tuesday, the link's up. Thank you, Alex. Every other Tuesday, you're going to find the boys here playing video games. I think they've got a Pokemon Nuzlocke going on right now.
Yeah, hardcore.
Yeah,
It's
with
really
some
good.
D&D roleplay.
Yeah, so-
kind of like Pokemon roleplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So does it go into furry territory?
No!
Come
on!
Once at the end of the month, we do our adventure talks.
Yes.
It's actually we had
We'll
Copper
see where
Cable,
the story
Cable
takes
on,
us.
and
One other special guest. Two special
just
guests.
a new special guest every time, and we
Which
talk
we need to
about
line up.
D&D and just about things that we love. So thank you for coming. I appreciate everybody.
If you want to be a special
Yeah.
guest.
Okay, so here's what's happening next for those that are new here. We're going to run a quick ad break. Stick around. It's going to be 1 minute. Great
then
way to
raid
support us.
somebody.
Doesn't cost you anything. And then we're going to raid somebody, probably playing D&D. So you should stick around for that.
Ooh.
And we'll see you all next week.
See ya.
Bye.